Is that how it works?
Yeah.
You're just linked to the...
Yeah, so you got to start from inside OBS.
Oh.
And we're back from
Wait, it's still loading.
Julian's massive dump. It's quite a project.
Here we are.
Hello.
All right. What are we doing today, James?
I think I'm being intervened for. I'm being interventioned. Being interviewed.
This is a public intervention.
And yeah, I think I let it get a bit too far away ahead of myself.
So today we're talking about Japan. James recently went to Japan. I've been to Japan. Maybe some of you have been to Japan, and I'm sure everyone's experiences are different, or maybe they're all the same. That's kind of what I'm curious about.
Yeah, maybe you've heard of Japan from that those shows.
That one YouTube video. What's the history of Japan?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool show.
So these clips. Tell us about these clips. These random clips you got set up here.
So I just got interestingly, you ask about the Insta360 Go. Quite a great camera. No, I just got this little camera. And it takes just 30-second clips when you press the button, and it looks like the size of.
Do you have it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, go grab it.
Yeah.
So yeah, James just showed me that he has all these clips we're gonna put in the background. And you just it takes clips whenever you press it, right? You can be anywhere. Yeah. And how'd you put that on when you were around? Oh shit.
Yeah, so you have this magnet. You wear the magnet like so.
Yeah.
And then
that goes under your shirt.
Yeah, that goes under your shirt.
Yeah.
And then you just got your clipping, bro.
Yeah.
You caught me clipping.
There you go. And then you just like when you see something interesting, you press the button. So all of these clips are stuff that you were like, okay, I just want to. What was your intention when you took these clips? You just want to get a good vibe of Japan, or?
Yeah, like it's an interesting camera. First of all, let's go back to the camera there for a second.
What was the name of the camera again?
The Insta360 Go.
Insta360 Go. Okay.
Let me just. But no other. It's really hard when you're like filming stuff. You do miss out on like experiencing the actual thing happening before your eyes, right? And I knew that going into. What's that?
Oh, just make sure you're in frame.
Oh, thank you.
And you can look at. You don't have to look at me.
Yeah,
I'm looking at these.
That
clips.
was a, definitely concern because I don't really ever take vacations, so this was like what? It was pretty crazy for me.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I wish I had this when I went.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a commercial now.
You do. You do.
But no, I wish because like it's so cumbersome to like take out a camera, and I always feel self-conscious too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Plus, like I don't really know what to take pictures of, right? And
yeah.
It feels like you have to be really like selective. Like this is a memory worth preserving. But I think these little like snapshots make me, I don't know, there's something just like very everyday about them.
It's very slice of life, very fly on the wall.
Yeah. Concept art.
Very conceptual art.
Yeah. So you went to a lot of different when you went.
Yeah, we hit up a lot of places.
Yeah.
We started in Tokyo, then we went like down to the place with the castle. It's not very helpful. I don't know. Very south.
The big white castle. One of the big white castles.
One of the big white
what's this?
castles. What is museum?
Oh yeah.
Wait, aquarium?
No, it's
like
Samsung
Galaxy.
Samsung Galaxy.
The Samsung Galaxy building.
Oh, okay.
The Samsung Galaxy building is really just an interactive experience.
Oh, okay.
Right. It's got games. It's got like interactive exhibits.
So did you plan to do stuff like that, or do you just kind of like walk around and see what pops up?
No, it's like I think it's what most people say, like half planning. You know, you have a loose itinerary to like we'll hit up this area.
Yeah.
Right.
What kind of areas did you want to hit up? Like, you're more like a history person, or more like a food person? More like a Akihabara. Whatever anime people do.
Yeah, definitely Akihabara for sure. We definitely spent the most time in Akihabara, despite being kind of like also a bit let down by Akihabara.
A lot of people say that, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like on my commute when I went, so I just passed through it like every day. What was the letdown about Akihabara?
I guess I don't know. You just expect it to be more crazy, and it is pretty crazy.
Like crazy, busy, crazy, just like anime overload.
Yeah,
Just
anime
like,
overload.
Okay. It
Yeah.
wasn't enough anime for you in Akihabara.
Yeah. There was a lot of anime, but also no, I don't I don't know because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because I hadn't been watching anime for like a long time. Like I didn't really I didn't really like I didn't really like participate in like, anime as much at that point. So I think me and Steph both were kind of removed. We always had like our old shows that we like.
Yeah.
But
Akihabara
like,
is a lot of like new advertisements, like new. That's what hit me about it.
Right, you got to
It's
be
like
in
fate
it.
stuff that I'm not watching some new idol show that I have no idea if I've ever recognized before.
Basically, half of Akihabara, you have to play Fate Grand Order to appreciate. Okay?
That's so true, man.
Fate Grand Order,
Yeah.
available now on mobile iOS phone, and yeah.
So that was it. You weren't like up to date with like the present like anime culture, so it wasn't.
Yeah, and also the zeitgeist obviously is different over there, right? Like the shows that they like, right? The shows that are popular for us aren't necessarily the big ones for them.
Here we are. We're in Akihabara now. I just saw a sign that said it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this must be it too.
I don't know if this
right?
is.
Well, this is like a bookstore.
This is a hentai. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to get clips in here, but because of the
secret
360
Go, yeah.
Um,
That's cool.
yeah.
What do you think of the bookstores? What do you think of this specific hentai? Oh, Fake Grand Order. That's good. It's been a
There it
while
is.
since.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one more thing about the Insta360 Go, Julian. I was thinking of just getting next time getting a shirt, like custom made.
Yeah.
Right. A full print of just this design. And then I'll wear this, and it just looks like a meaningless pattern.
Yeah, because this is still like popping out, kind of.
This still stands out a lot.
Yeah. But like Japanese people mind their own business a lot. Like, no one's gonna call you out on that.
I don't think so.
Like I was doing some weird stuff in Japan. Like
Yeah.
not like weird stuff, but I just feel like everyone, like no one wants to bother you, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're like doing push-ups shirtless in the
Yeah.
middle of like a busy intersection, like people would just kind of walk by.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just mind their own business
They think
super
it's
hard.
they think it's these clips, man.
Yeah.
They think it's rude to it'd be like
Maybe.
rude of them to make a big deal of it.
I'm sure everyone has different reasons too, right?
Yeah.
It's just like why bother?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Some people just don't really give a shit,
Yeah,
which is fine too.
exactly. Sorry, I derailed you from what you were gonna ask me before.
I forget what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
man.
something about like bookstores. I really like the bookstores.
Oh yes.
I can't read a thing in any of those bookstores, but for one, like the book cover designs are really cool. Everything from like light novels to manga to actual novels to like biographies to nonfiction. All of like the book jacket designs are so cool. They have like little removable blurbs about them, like bookmarks with more information on other stuff. I'm assuming because I couldn't read any of it, but yeah, I just think like the book design game is so far ahead of our like chapters dust sleeve.
Oh my god.
Outward facing.
Dude, they make memes for this stuff. Like all the book covers who just like are essentially, the book covers, the young adult like fantasy, all the same covers.
But maybe
all
we
the
just
same
like
fucking-
anime more, right?
We just
Maybe
like anime,
maybe we're more susceptible to like marketing, because even like fiction novels and things like that, if they want to have like an illustrated image, it's going to be obviously closer to what we consider like an anime style like image, right?
Yeah.
In terms of like the anatomy of the character,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So naturally that would appeal to you and me more
Yeah.
than like a CGI kind of like digital art werewolf entwined around a rose
Yeah.
behind a full moon type thing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly. And I think they're just more experimental too with like design as an idea. They're like design and also like anti-design. Like there's just as much breaking the rules as there are, staying incredibly conventionally principled in like the design theory.
Do you have any examples of that?
I do actually, but I don't have it on me right now.
Then I don't believe you. Sorry.
So in one of the stations, right? They have like a security sign as an example.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know what to call it, like an Oni mask, the eyes.
Yeah.
And they're on what is it called? Venticular paper or whatever.
Venticular paper.
You know that shit that was on our agendas that would go zzz, 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 zzz?
Oh yeah.
That
It's like
shit-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a holographic some holographic vinyls you would put on your wall might have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, you know what we're
Yeah.
talking about. But it would follow you.
Yeah, the changing images. That's
Yeah. Changing images, paper,
like the eyes would follow
texture.
you, and
Yeah.
it's like don't break the law.
Yeah, and
kind
it's
of
just
vibe.
like
Yeah.
and it's just like just so you know there are cameras around,
Yeah.
right? Another thing is the charm of
There's a question.
oh shit, there's an actual. Oh, did you go into? Yeah, we did for sure. Oh,
Go to any
arcades.
Yeah,
Dang, yeah, we did.
I didn't. Explain to me what an arcade experience was like, because I didn't have enough money for that.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
You should not play any games.
No, she spent a lot on fucking those UFO catchers.
Those are fun.
She's weak and then she gets mad and she gets pissed and then she keeps.
Those were built for people.
Yeah,
like
they're like she's like. Hold on, did you trip? Hey babe, we're streaming you tripping at the top of the stairs. Okay, I love you.
That's what these cameras are for.
I love you. Yeah. What was the question? God damn it.
Arcades. Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you enjoy like an arcade? Was there like?
I think I was more interested in the arcade culture. You know.
Like the idea of it as a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, why? Because all the
Yeah.
arcades also have like a gambling section too.
Like pachinko or something else?
It's a bunch. It's pachinko and slots and random horse race one.
Horse? Oh, like a mechanical horse.
Yeah,
race,
mechanical
not like
horse race.
actual
Thank
horses.
you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
kinda cool.
I was gonna send you one. There's a soccer one. Okay, there's a soccer game. And you would go so hard in this. There's a soccer game, right? And it has to do with players on the field.
Okay.
But you also need cards for it. So you also need to like get the soccer dude cards.
Is this a mobile game?
No,
There's
it's an
there's like
arcade
Soccer
game.
Spirits mobile game.
No,
where
it
it's like
wasn't.
a card game / soccer.
It wasn't that.
No, but you have to like
It
bring the
wasn't
physical cards.
that. Yeah, you
in?
got to bring the physical cards with you. Just like the Pokemon game where you have to get.
like the e-reader. Is that what you're talking about?
I have a clip of it for
Yeah.
Pokemon one. I think you use cards or like tokens
Oh, okay.
that you put on the battlefield. It's really weird. I like those kinds of games.
What's like the equivalent we have to that here? It's like, what's that game?
Oh,
Where you
Initial
get
D,
the
I guess.
No, like the tokens in the Sky Crawlers, Sky Raiders, whatever.
Oh, Skylanders.
Skylanders.
Yeah, kinda like
Moms
that.
were going crazy over that stuff when I worked for Nintendo for like a week in a Walmart promoting Nintendo products, and they were all over that. And then I stopped working for Nintendo.
What was the best Skylander?
None of them, because
Fuck.
they were always sold out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't even know if Skylanders actually exist. Just always had to keep saying no. They were looking at me like I was hiding the Skylanders. They were not happy.
They're like,
They were
like
asking,
you're the gatekeeper
yeah.
to Skylander
Like
here. Yeah.
they'd ask me all these questions like oh, what do they do? Like, how many do we need? My son really wants like I forget the name, but it's like blue. And
Yeah.
I'd just be like, I don't know. They'd be like, okay, where do I find them?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. It wasn't fun.
Like you're a fucking NPC at a check stop.
Yeah.
For her Skylander quest, and she's like, "Are you sure he doesn't say anything extra?" It's like,
It's a very like high pressure situation being alone with like someone's mother, just in an empty electronics section at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's where personality character is built.
Right.
That's why I'm the man I am today.
That's true.
I can
That's
say
true.
no to mothers.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, before we were doing he's slanging Skylanders in Walmart. Okay.
Interesting topic. Very interesting. What do you think of the moms in Japan? Because I saw a lot of moms.
Oh, they.
I don't mean that in like an attractiveness way. Because
Oh, I do.
I don't want to sexualize the mothers. But you can.
No.
Feel free.
No.
Feel free.
No, well,
Everyone. That's your choice.
Everyone looks so pleasant. Everyone looks so beautiful, nice, and pleasant.
Mm.
So that's my take on the moms.
Beautiful, nice, and pleasant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kids were very well behaved.
You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she really wanted to just like steal a kid. She was like thinking of abducting a child.
That's good.
Yeah.
Get a well-behaved child.
Yeah.
Already, disciplined and trained.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like the work's done, bro. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, the children I found, like, because I was background to me, I was just like biking, so I got to go through like really random rural areas all the way up to like major cities like Tokyo and stuff. But most of the kids I saw were in small towns, right? And like these kids were just not afraid of like a really like unkempt, sweaty like foreigner just kind of like biking through this toad suck town in the middle of nowhere.
How did they feel about that?
I don't know. They just seemed like unafraid. Like usually, like here, I wouldn't expect in North America, like if someone saw like a dude passed out in a park at 1 p.m. with like all of his belongings beside him and a bicycle and a tent, you wouldn't really like allow your kids to get within 5 feet or so, right?
Yeah.
But I fell asleep and I woke up and there was like kids playing soccer like right next to my head,
Yeah.
and their mothers were like all the way on the other side of the park just watching them.
Yeah.
Just like total fearlessness, I guess, and just kind of like, I guess, trust.
Yep.
I don't know about trust, but just like not fear, right?
Yep.
I don't know why that is. Maybe something to do with the crime rate. We can hypothesize. But
Yes.
yeah, and then kids are friendly too. Like I said before about Japanese people minding their own business super hard. Kids don't, because kids do whatever they want, no matter what country you're in. And yeah, kids would always wave and stuff when I'm on the bicycle.
Yeah.
Kids are like,
fun.
yeah, I had a whole class of like kindergartners in their little construction helmets, and like it's just like my arm got tired because I was biking by them.
Yeah.
This like line of children was probably like 100 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, an entire school, and they're all just like, and I'm like,
Wow. That's you gotta work it for them.
and the teachers are just like staring straight ahead, right? Like, interesting distinction. Yeah.
You gotta do your duty as a Canadian. Be nice.
It's just nice being recognized,
You're like a local celebrity in
ignoring
this
me.
smaller town.
Exactly.
They're like, did you see that white guy today?
It's like Bigfoot.
Yeah, they'll tell you.
He had hair on his face.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
God damn it, that's funny.
This is cool. There were a lot of shops like this in Akihabara. Like, I don't even know what they sold. They're just little shops like this, and they have like anime figures, but they also have like parts to outdated stereos and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then like a golden muffler.
Yeah.
This is like, okay.
And like somehow they have like prime real estate in like
Yeah.
like a really popular shopping district.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm just gonna address the chat real quick.
That's a lot. Sorry, man.
Do people still smoke in the arcades? They have like designated like smoke rooms. Most ones do in the corners.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they got a smoke room, and White Coffee says Japanese words. I can't read though.
Oh, that's easy, James. It's something positive.
Something.
I'm pretty sure. If someone can translate.
There's a kawaii in there. Let's say that's a nah.
The last ones are exclamation points.
Sweet.
Those
Nice.
express excitement.
Oh yeah.
Or shock.
Yeah, it's nicey. I don't know. They have a lot of TCG arcade games. Yeah, they're the ones that are really cool. I like making it physical and digital.
What are TCG arcade games?
The trading card games.
But they're arcade games.
But they're also arcade
it's kind of like Duel Links or like that concept.
Yeah.
So you're playing the card game, but on the machine. Without
Digimon Season 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's what the soccer one was.
So, but you could actually bring your physical cards.
You bring your physical cards, and the players were unique. And the playing field was, I couldn't find anyone playing it, but it had to do with positioning, and I felt like it was a lot more tactical. Maybe there was like kind of some reaction stuff too.
Maybe
move my dude over here to.
We can only guess.
Yeah. I just got here. What's the stream about? We're just talking about Japan for now, and then wherever the wind takes us, boy.
Yeah,
hey,
these
are
just clips that James took with his secret camera. So,
yeah,
all original content.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, White Coffee. He told it like it is, my guy.
Read them out. You gotta read them out.
White Coffee says, "Oh, life, the universe, and everything." You got it, White Coffee. It's that White Coffee gets you thinking.
So white.
Crap. I want to go back now. Yeah. Silario.
Oh, they got Claire's in Japan.
Yeah, Claire's. Don't you worry. Don't you
Could
worry.
have got my ears pierced.
Yeah, Solario says, yeah, before video games and anime, it was like Shenzhen is now. But I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
So
And Shenzhen's obviously very developed right now, right? In business and shit.
from my understanding, Shenzhen's got a reputation for being like a hardware, like a tech hardware and maker.
Okay.
Like a very grassroots kind of place like that. So lots of like computer part, mechanical part markets, right? Where you can get like components and stuff for anything from phones to, I don't know, lawnmowers at like cheap prices. So it's really conducive to the creative thing based on the one 10-minute YouTube documentary I saw.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Was it a
Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe he's talking about something else.
Cool. No, totally, because yeah. It was just hardware, electronics.
Okay. But I think
before anime corrupted it.
I've heard people say about Akihabara after they go that it doesn't live up to its reputation as like an electronics place. But for my needs, when I like was living close by there for the short month, every time I needed something cheap, like anyone living in my share house, any Japanese person would say like, you can get it on Amazon, or you can probably find it a bit cheaper if you look in Akihabara. And that's the thing. Like if you're not on a schedule and like you're willing to explore and stuff, like you can find stuff like not like an SD card for cheaper than you can find on Amazon, right? It's like it's gonna take some looking, but people still do go there in Japan, as far as I know, the people I was with at least, to find stuff like if they need electronics, right? Just 'cause it's like the Walmart. What is that?
I was getting like creep shots of people with like cool outfits.
Oh,
sorry.
You just tell them you're a fashion photographer. That's what you do.
Watashi, a fashion photographer.
There you go. Well,
you get it.
That was convincing.
Yeah,
I believed you first. Yeah. That's cool.
So did you find? I think people should do that. I think if you're traveling, like just if you're not on a timeline, like having an excuse to go look for something.
Yeah.
Right.
Or not expecting to find anything.
Oh,
right?
I see.
It's a different kind of way to see a place, right?
Yeah.
Like some people just want to see a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Like, look, you guys went to like completely unrecognizable places that I don't know how you got here. Like, ooh, you guys like a garden on top of the.
Yeah. That's what.
You're so high up. Yeah. Look at this.
What?
Like, I wouldn't even know how to find. And me personally, I was just kind of walking around or cycling around at street level.
Yeah.
And just kind of like enjoying the ambience of a labyrinthine city or whatever it is. Right. But like, there's something to be said about actively seeking out entertainment, especially in a city like this where just walking around is so stimulating. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think you owe it to yourself to kind of be like, to just do a day or two, not as a tourist, but just as like a regular dude running some errands around town.
Just be like, what does a grocery store look like?
Yeah.
What do like the normal families look like?
Yeah.
How kidnappable do their kids?
Yes.
Important for Steph.
And also what I didn't realize, is it's also as you'd expect, it's tourist trappy. There's a lot of tourist trappy.
Oh,
things.
hell yeah.
And I didn't expect that, and I wasn't even aware of what a concept of a tourist trap was beyond people talking to me about Gravity Falls. But it happened over and over again where we'd like go to a place and it's kind of like there's like a lot of English and it was just very underwhelming cultural thing, and then we wonder like, was that worth the money? Was that worth the trip out here?
Did you did you actually like do any, for example?
Of our day? We almost went to like a samurai museum where they let you put on samurai armor.
Okay.
And we're like, whoa.
Yeah. Did you seek it out, or did you like encounter it and someone kind of asked you to come in?
It's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they have like the barkers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Street handing out flyers or being like, "Hey, come in,
yeah,
10% discount."
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes you do find about good places there. Like we found a pet cafe that had foxes, dude.
You just stumbled upon something like that?
No, it was the barkers, because the barkers.
Oh,
and we're like, oh shit, you have foxes there. Oh, and you have pigs there too, and an owl,
All in the same place?
Yeah. So
That's cool,
normally the pet cafes don't have that kind of like far spread of animals. Usually it's like just owls, just
dedicated. Yeah, it seems hard.
Just
to, like,
bunnies, just whatever.
A bunch of different pets.
Yeah, so but we didn't go. But still, that was an example of like
Yeah.
one of these things where being open
Yeah.
would have led us to something really cool, or we would have went in and it would have been completely underwhelming. I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe. I
We
mean,
didn't actually go.
being close to a fox sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What do you think about the bathrooms in Japan? I don't know if this is a bathroom. No, that's an art gallery. But
No,
it
but
reminded me of that.
yeah, the
Those are the
bathroom was right
bathrooms
there.
to the art
Yeah.
gallery, or is that a bathroom themed art gallery
The-
exhibit?
Bathroom was the art gallery.
Ah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, but
I don't-
that
That's
just
Japan.
shows how artists. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What do you think about the bathrooms?
Really clean. I enjoy the bidets.
Yeah, you indulged. I tried it once.
Yeah.
Just to try it.
Oh, just to try
in
it.
a 7-Eleven. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really clean. That's not dirty.
Mhm,
Yeah, really clean 7-Eleven bathrooms. You like the bidet? Did you use it often?
Yeah, almost every time.
Yeah.
Whenever I could.
I think I could have gotten used to it, but I just I sampled it.
Listen, man. If a
Done.
bird shits on your arm,
Yeah,
okay, you just gonna fucking.
you're right.
Fucking,
I've been living in filth. I'm disgusting.
and then just call that a day and it's over.
I know.
Is that what we do,
My
people?
asshole is disgusting.
I know, and it's really nice walking around and just like looking at everyone and being like, I know for sure that they have a clean asshole and have been washing their butthole.
Really clean assholes.
Yeah.
Not so clean hands.
Oh.
I didn't see I probably saw at least a single person, but I hardly
Yeah.
saw anyone wash their hands after going to the washroom.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
I didn't observe that.
I think it's just like maybe there's no soap in like really like high density urban areas or something like that. But yeah, like no one would wash their hands. Also, it was really hot, so I know in Colombia people don't dry their hands.
Yeah.
So like they just kind of let them cool off in the sun after putting water on them.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't even wash them. I didn't see people wash them in public washrooms.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like not a thing. Maybe there's something gross that we do.
Maybe everyone
Like
has
not wash our assholes.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
They all have hand sanitizer in their pockets.
It's true.
Yeah.
Their sweat glands secrete
Oh,
hand
yeah,
sanitizer
at that
constantly.
point. Yeah, they've evolved. Did you use a squat toilet?
Did I?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, like twice in like rural areas.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know, my legs are strong enough.
Yeah,
I
of
was fine
course,
with
man.
it, yeah.
Yeah, you got that good hip and
You-
ankle mobility.
You feel a little vulnerable, like squatting naked. That's not something I personally do often. But you have great squat form.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have very flexible ankles and hips.
Thank you, man.
So
It's mostly because I'm Asian.
yeah, I'm sure it was it made all your hard work, all your lifting weights and squatting.
It's
worth
true. It's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
You take long dumps as well.
I do.
You're on the toilet
I
for
do.
a long time. So
I do. Yeah.
someone
I'm
like
glad you
me,
noticed
if I
that,
got
yeah.
constipated in Japan and I had
Yeah.
to use a squat toilet,
Yeah.
I might not make it out of there, not covered in filth from collapsing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Just from exerting.
Yeah, that's a lot to do to squat and be shitting for a very long time.
That's true.
So congrats on all your hard work, James.
Damn.
Let it
Thank
go.
you.
Yeah.
It's just kind of just kind of born with it, so I can't take any credit there.
Congrats on
They all carry Jib dude. They all carry little hand sanitizers. Yeah, if that's true, then that's what I was thinking. Joe says clean assholes means they're ready. That's again, Joe. That's what I'm saying.
ready for what?
Ready to be clean.
I see.
Inherent insensitive to eat more fiber.
Inherent incentive.
Oh, inherent incentive to eat more
more fiber.
Yeah, we were taking fiber
That's
supplements.
true. I mean, there's probably like a load of reasons why Japanese people are so thin,
Yeah,
healthy, apart from walking all the time and eating lots of fish.
yeah.
And eating lots of fiber so they don't have to squat over toilets for so long. Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, white coffee says, "Oh, the Japanese means ocarina nasai." Oh my god, that's wholesome, dude. That's wholesome.
That's touching.
Went to a
you.
Denny's every morning when I was in Japan. Lol, says JJ. Well, yeah, you got to keep it grounded, man. You can't lose
Denny's
yourself in
every
Japan.
morning.
Got to keep it grounded. Just remember who you are.
Denny's. I mean, you see family restaurants so often in anime.
Mm-hmm.
I tried one as well. It wasn't a Denny's though, so maybe that's the cause of my disappointment. But yeah, they have, Juice Bar. You know what Juice Bar is, James?
I might have seen it.
You've seen it in anime?
I might have seen
It's
it.
just what it sounds. It's unlimited juice and coffee, and you just go serve yourself.
That sounds awesome.
We don't have that in Canada. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
I'd love to
I was like an idiot
experience
when the lady was trying to explain it to me.
Yeah.
I was like alone at like midnight. Yeah, there's like a lone like girl eating a parfait next to me.
It's
Just
24.
looked really depressed.
Juice Bar is 24 hours?
Well, the whole thing is 24 hours.
Okay.
The whole restaurant, right?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is like a family restaurant.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, yeah. It's just unlimited
Huh.
tea, juice, coffee.
Every so often.
Is that in the toilet?
No, that was the little capsule we were sleeping in.
Oh, you stayed in a capsule.
Yeah. And yes, it looks like a toilet, but it was a capsule.
Okay. Did you guys share a capsule, you and Steph?
No, we could have fit, but it's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta get sleep. You're not gonna sleep if you're
true.
like that together.
Could you hear your neighbors very often?
Yeah, I didn't. I only started sleeping properly like maybe the last couple of days. Yeah.
Yeah. I stayed in one as well.
But so
It was pretty loud.
your experience with sleep is interesting because you just camped it. You had one of those hot dog tents. Is
Most of
that
the
what you
time.
did?
Yeah, like the single person tents. It looks more
Yeah.
like an elongated, flattened tetrahedron.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like a
I see.
3D kite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a prototype plantain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I slept in places like this a lot.
Oh
like,
shit.
If I was in an urban area,
Mhm.
just go to a park after dark, and it's so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And they usually have like a free public washroom, maybe like a groundwater tap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's where I slept most of the time, and it was
Yeah.
pretty cozy. I
Yeah.
never felt like in danger,
Yeah.
even in like cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Anytime an old guy walks through, you also get a candy,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
It's always
Help him feed the ducks.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
This is cool. I saw a lot of this in the countryside.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
14th
yeah.
Street.
This is Calgary.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that all your clips? All your Japan clips? Then?
No, I got way more.
You got
dude.
way more?
I got way more.
This looks like the end of it though. If you're shooting scenes from home.
Yeah, I don't know why that got.
Interesting.
Let's see the next one.
All right, give us a sec.
Oh, now we're back into the
Uh-oh.
hentai den.
Uh-oh.
Wait, am I allowed to?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. It's yeah, I haven't seen
Whatever.
any free nips. Yeah.
Alright.
So this is where it's definitely not okay to film, right?
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
like signs that say
Yeah.
don't
And-
film, and I wasn't thinking.
Let's see.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I just wasn't thinking.
I don't see a single female in here, which kind of makes sense.
No,
Given the
'cause-
demographics, no?
No, they're so we went to
The
Otomo
I don't-
Alley. Was it Otomo Street or something?
No
Otome Street.
Okay. You went to a street that's probably famous, popular.
Yeah, it's
known.
like it's like Akihabara for girls, basically.
Oh, Otome. Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's Otome Alley or
I don't
something.
know what you're talking about, but I understand why that would be a thing.
Yeah.
What is Otome again? I just know
Otome
that's
games are those
It was like the harem of males.
reverse harem.
Yeah, reverse. So the guys
Yeah.
can. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So there's a street that has shops catering to that.
Yeah, it's just anime shops, but more for girls. And there's a mandarake there, so you will see you get to see the girl. So it was really interesting me being there because I'm like, okay, this is a very high concentration of girls who are into anime,
Mhm.
right? Any girl in these shops is probably a girl who's into anime, and it's just in Japan. I noticed there's just everyone. It's just like from okay, how am I trying to say this? Like at an anime convention, you'll see clear divisions in different cultural groups.
Okay.
In Japan, you really realize that as much as I was looking for it, what these clear divisions were in terms of like members of their society who are into anime, it's really just everyone. Just everyone likes anime. Right? I was just seeing everyone here.
So there weren't I think I get what you're saying.
Like you
I
kind
kinda
of see
hear-
like fujoshi girls, just only fujoshi girls.
Like
Like
you-
no, you see
yeah.
moms, you see like school girls, you see like office ladies.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Whereas like you wouldn't really see those kind of people in a comic book shop here as much.
Yeah. We have that notion in our head.
Mm-hmm.
And over there, I don't think that notion exists because it's not even
less
closely
niche.
observable.
So you're surprised by how normal it kind of was.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Could have been like any other shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Thank you. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Even in even in Akihabara and those places around the anime shops, it was like rare to see like a super weeby person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like conventionally, you know. Yeah, the rest just look kind of like tourists or, again, like businessmen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things like that. Kids, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, based on like my conversations with some Japanese people, it's still like weird. It's still like definitely a red flag to a lot of people to be like into anime. Like otaku is, I heard it as like kind of very derogatory term, right? More so than it is here. It's kind of used like ironically, whatever, or even proudly sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, I sensed a lot of shame behind the word. Yeah. And maybe that's just because like everybody knows what it's about, right? Like everyone knows that it means you're probably spending a lot of time watching these specific types of shows and stuff, right? Or like consuming this kind of media or just collecting toys. Versus like here, people don't really know about that. If you're not already in the culture or have a reason to have learned about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like here, you know, if you see someone who's super into anime, if like your mom or your aunt or uncle sees that, they're not really going to be like pass judgment on it because there's less they know about it.
Oh, interesting.
In Japan, like the culture phenomenon is pretty well understood. So someone's like, oh, you're that kind of person. I know what kind of person you are. Therefore, I can pass judgment. I can have an opinion. Yeah. My theory.
Are you saying they're more judgy in Japan?
No, I'm saying they know what it entails.
Yeah.
Right? So they can have an opinion on it. Right? As like a regular like kind of a non-otaku member of society.
Yeah.
You understand there's a lot of meaning behind the word otaku and you have an idea of what that means.
Yeah.
So you can say this is how I feel about it, or this is why it's wrong, or this is why other people say it.
Yeah.
It's not like very cool or something. And that's, you know, why I heard it in a kind of derogatory way.
Yeah, of course.
Versus here, like, you know, I remember my dad saw us like dressed up to cosplay on the way out of like my house one day, and he's like, "Wait, oh, you guys going?" So like, "Yeah, we're going to a convention." "Oh, that's awesome! Have fun, you guys!" Right?
Yeah.
Have fun, yeah. Versus like, like it might just be kind of a red flag. Definitely saw some nips in there.
Interesting.
I wonder if YouTube allows like illustrated nipples to show up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, let's get our first strike.
I've seen a few. There's definitely one up there. Yeah, let's go for our first strike.
Let's get our first strike.
Yeah,
boys.
I think we actually have one for copyright already.
Oh, do we really?
Yeah.
Just make a new channel every
There you
time.
go. Yeah.
Everyone's moving on to Nebula now.
Anything good?
Nebula.
Anything good in the chat?
Sorry. I feel like people avoid talking about the wait, hold on, I'm gonna catch up because that's good. Did you go to the Evangelion store? It was a lot smaller than. Oh no, I didn't even.
A legit Evangelion store.
Yeah, what the hell? No, I didn't, man. That's crazy. Okay.
I love this, man. Convenience. Sorry, go on.
There's less constipation with squat toilets. Yeah, that's true because our ancestors, did the squatty potty.
Opens up
body
rectum.
Yeah, and
Optimally.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like people, avoid talking about the effect of societal pressure when it comes to Japanese people being slim. Yeah, we don't see like any, like as soon as we came back, as soon as we landed in Vancouver, the amount of like this is just me describing a shock, right? Like obesity. Yeah. Suddenly I noticed like obesity.
Yeah.
And it was really weird for me to come back and be like, whoa.
Because those are big people, right? Like
compared
like
to Japan,
big people are kind of.
No one's big. I got used to seeing just everyone being like lean or like athletically lean.
Yeah. So many people walk though, at least in these big cities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like walking, even people underestimate the effects of walking half an hour every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it does something.
And then Timu says, because Westerners are uncomfortable with that kind of idea of having to fit in.
Is that in regards to like weight? Is that what we're still talking about?
Well, uncomfortable with the idea of having to fit in. Oh, like we're less. We have a more individualistic society, is what they're saying, and that includes like kind of body type.
The forces of peer pressure don't act on us as significantly.
Yeah,
Not that they don't, but I think so as well. So you're saying that like you could consider like the social pressure of staying fit as like a reason why people might not be as unfit.
Yeah, I think that's what Timu's saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Good point, dude. Good point. Rantantan. Gib dude says, sounds baller sleeping like that with so much freedom. Your hot dog sleep tent thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was like it's very claustrophobic the first couple nights. But what's baller is how like safe Japan feels no matter where you are, right? I mean, if you're like in Shibuya or something in the middle of the night where there's like drunk people everywhere who are always unpredictable. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's crazy how safe everything feels and how like I was never worried except for bears, right? The bear signs in Japan. Like here we just have a silhouette of a bear that says watch out for bear in this area. There they have like a hyper realistic photo of a bear roaring with like saliva flinging from its teeth. It's just, watch out for bears. These are for like Hokkaido brown bears or whatever, like not even grizzlies, which we have over here. So
Dang.
So yeah, that's like the only unsafe part about Japan. I felt the bears.
Damn.
I didn't see them. They were always like in the shadows on my mind.
Were there any black bears? Was that a problem?
I don't think so.
Black bears? Okay.
Black bear. I don't know. I didn't really look into it. I just kind of like stayed away from the ferocious looking signs.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. That was off track.
No. Exactly. No, your sleeping thing. And describe your sketchiest sleeping experience?
It was actually with the bear. So I slept near.
You slept with a bear?
Yeah. No, I felt like I did. I went to sleep like near a shrine. I try not to sleep near shrines because it felt like kind of weird, as in disrespectful. But I found one in a park, and it was a pretty big park, so I slept kind of close to the shrine. And that was one of the places with bear signs all the way up. And then I just woke up to sounds like someone scratching at my tent, right? And then I freaked out, and I like clambered out of the tent. And then there was a bear. But then I woke up. It wasn't a bear. It was a dream about a bear. Like it was really, really specifically realistic. Yeah. So then I freaked out. It was like midnight, and I packed up all my stuff in the middle of the night and like just booked it off the mountain, off the whatever little park area.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrifying. But other than that, no, I never felt in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much soft. Half of your clips are in like porn shops, James.
I don't know.
Do you just do like a hentai store pilgrimage?
Man. I got hit up all 7 sacred stores.
Yeah, no one who subscribes to us is a snitch anyway, so we'll be good. You're cool, right?
You guys.
What is this? What are we looking
at? Is there an 18+ Dojin museum? Damn, that's just called Mandarake. I don't know. That'd be cool.
Dojin museum.
It's absolutely an art.
I feel like the nature of dojins is that they're like creators just kind of sell them off as they go, right? Lots of them are just lost to time. Perhaps in the far future, archaeologists will uncover dojins and rebuild a history.
What will they say for the dojin? These guys are horny as fuck.
The guys taking these videos, yeah.
Wait, this. Steph told me there's a clip in here where I throw up the peace sign and then I just continue taking a piss.
Oh, like your dick's in there.
You don't see my dick. Here, let's go back.
Oh, that's fine.
I think it's this. Yeah, this is the clip she was talking about.
Oh,
and then I just continue to take a piss.
Wow.
And I don't think there's any dick.
Doesn't look like it. Let's not risk it.
Let's not risk it for the dick.
Dick.
Oh my god, no more porn.
Oh, that's a cool little house. That's not a house, is it?
Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah. Anything else?
So I was drunk. Like I'm not trying to be like I'm a crazy party dude. I'm drunk, but I think that was one of these drunk clips I took because I had such a rough time sleeping, and there's no weed over there, so I just try to like get drunk every night.
Okay.
because melatonin really doesn't do it for me. The pharmaceutical stuff is just wildflower
What
extract.
would you drink to get drunk?
Just the strong thing.
Best bang for your buck.
Asahi strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes there's the other brand. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's the same type of drink though. It's like a hard seltzer or something, right?
No, there's the weaker one. The weaker one.
Strong Light or something. Is
might-
it the same brand but
it'll
weaker?
I think so. So.
Okay.
And it has weird flavors. Like it has like a cherry, or has like a.
Yeah.
It has a yogurt drink flavor and a marble soda flavor
Okay.
and Ramune flavor.
So these are just cans,
Anyway.
by the way, that it's just like a hard seltzer, like vodka or something mixed with, and they're cheap as hell. It's like $1.
Yeah,
$1.50 or something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what is it? 13% alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would drink those.
Yeah, because sometimes if I time it right, it can knock me out. It can help me sleep.
Okay. So you were like a functioning alcoholic in Japan.
Yeah, not by choice.
Mm.
And it was just like me weighing the outcomes. It's like I don't want to sleep. It's like if I drink, I can sleep and I'll be hungover. But then is sleep better than not sleeping?
Mm.
So it's always like that's just a weird side of I don't know tourism. I guess like because I never thought about is that whole
You have to
these
manage your
trade-offs.
energy levels.
Yeah. There's an economics to it. For sure.
So you would drink every night to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you were gonna say something about a clip you had when you were drunk every night, or were you just mentioning that?
That was the me in the washroom.
Oh, you were drunk at that time? That looks like daytime.
Because I'm like, why would I take a clip of myself throwing up the deuces?
Oh, you don't even remember.
And then no.
Oh my
and then
goodness.
taking a piss.
Okay.
Yeah. So though I don't. I feel I wanted to be sober. I wanted to be sober for everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you do a lot of drinking stuff?
Every once in a while,
It's a big
like
cultural thing there, right?
no, oh, it was always with like other tourists.
Right.
Yeah, like I would meet up with someone, and then if you get along, it's super. The cool thing I like about it is that you can just go and grab like a couple of cans from a convenience store, and in the summer you just go sit outside somewhere. It's legal to drink outside. Me and this like middle-aged Italian man who was also biking met in this small town, and we ended up getting like drunk at this convenience store that had a little place to eat. So we just had like all our beers and stuff, and they're fine with that.
That's
So
awesome.
so I think it's really cool that people follow the rules enough that you can have like the freedom to drink outside, right? I think if you let people do that in Canada, it'd just get like a little bit out of control.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really liked it. It was for someone traveling on a budget like me, if I met someone cool and I wanted to hang out with them, I didn't have to be like, let's go to this bar and pay like $10 for watered down beer. No, you just grab a strong and sit on the river.
Grab a straw.
Yeah.
Sit by the river.
Everyone loves strong.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's about it though. It wasn't. I mean, I got drunk like twice just because people who I was with were pretty cool.
The other thing to that is like also like that. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. That you kind of feel like because you see a lot of Japanese locals doing that too.
Drinking outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
just chilling with a convenience store bag.
Yeah.
Like they'll just grab some snacks and a beer and they'll just like hang with their friends like that.
I started doing that after a while.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're like, this is cool. It's okay to be so simple.
Yeah.
It's okay to do something so simple and appreciate
I
it.
didn't realize she's doing. You guys just worked out in the park like that?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Or we tried to.
Yeah. How did anything happen while you're doing that, or you just no one like stopped by to watch you, or
No one said anything.
you just hit the gym because that's like a children's playground, right?
Yeah, they're all children.
Usually it's like adults in the children's playground though.
Yeah.
Like you said, just having a beer or like a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. If someone sees you drinking a beer here in the middle of the day in the park, they're like, "Oh man, I hope that guy gets his shit together." Like, I really hope. But sometimes you just like want to have like a beer and chill.
Why not, man?
Yeah.
Get buzzed.
Watch the ducks.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah. They're the tools, It's not as long as it's not alcoholism. It's like drunkenness is totally. I don't drink, but I get it. It's a tool. What? Use it in the right way.
It's nice. Oh, that's cool. What's that?
These are all bath bombs. This was the bath bomb.
I was gonna say cupcakes.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
Oh, I could eat them.
It's a good. I like this. I like this. From
This is the one store. What's the store we have here that sells bath bombs? What's that place
Lush?
called? Lush. Thank you. This is
This
Lush.
is Lush?
Yeah, this is Lush.
This is like a very laboratory looking Lush.
Yeah.
Ours look like they were carved out of a rainforest cabin somewhere.
Yeah, right. No, I
Wow.
think that's what they were going for because some of their stuff was experimental.
Oh, okay.
Like they have a ninja bath bomb.
Yeah.
Once it gets to a certain point, it shoots little stars out. Little shiny.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
You know?
Like the reflective little.
Yeah, those are reflective little stars.
It's dangerous.
Yeah,
It's
you're
actually
like,
just
yeah,
shards
it's
of
funny.
aluminum, just like
Yeah, actually just
through your pores.
Yeah,
And you
micro
just-
piercing you. Yeah, see, then you need to get, the Lush Ninja Star lotion,
Yeah.
right? You didn't pick that up, right? You got to go back for it now. Maybe pick something else up while you're there.
Whoa, that looks good. What is that?
It tasted average as fuck. It's just
Oh.
it's just colored cheese.
Oh, it looks cool though.
There's nothing to it, just colored
Yeah.
cheese. My Little Ponies as anime.
Are those like? Is that just an image, or are they 3-dimensional models?
Other
No,
cutouts.
They're cutouts. Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Wait, is there anything else on there? The Peep.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
Show us the goods. Lost deep in the bowels of hentai man.
You guys found a lot.
Yeah. Gib Dude says strong zero. Yes, that's the one.
Strong zero.
Yeah.
0 calorie.
Yes.
So if you needed any more reasons,
Zero.
it's tasty too. It's like
Yeah.
it's a tasty drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
Umeboshi flavor.
Umeboshi. Don't look that up. I'm pretty sure it's something sexual. It has to be
Is that
something.
a sex thing?
Yeah.
Do either of you speak much Japanese? He's way better. I think you've been studying.
And I'm not good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the usual, do a chapter out of, or do like the first Genki book and give up.
Oh, you did the Genki.
Yeah.
Okay, shit.
That's
How's
like
that?
the usual thing. Everyone just
Yeah.
like starts it and then stops.
Genki
I'm
gives
no
up.
different. Yeah.
Genki's just breaks your spirit.
But after like biking down the highway for so long, all
Right.
the signs are in highway signs are in katakana usually. A lot of them are in katakana and English.
Yeah.
So you can like learn katakana. Like that's how I pieced it together. Cuz like, they'll have like
Yeah, it's crazy you figured that out.
the
like,
word something road, and then you have
Mhm.
like the kanji for road like right next to it,
Mhm.
and then you just kind of do that. And you have so much time on the road that you just kind of pick up like what things mean. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You have to be
That's
on there
so
for a
funny.
long time though. I didn't even
That's so
realize I
funny.
was doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and did you get to use any Japanese while you were over there?
Yeah,
Yeah?
a little bit. Yeah.
Was
little
that
Because usually with our hostel, so a lot of these hostels are independently run by just and we just call those ladies our hostel moms. They're just really nice and
Oh yeah.
they're just very motherly, Japanese motherly.
So you
Yeah.
used a bit with them.
So yeah, a little bit with them, and then this one girl drew like a cool Final Fantasy thing, and I think she thought that me and Steph were soliciting her for sex, when actually I was trying to be because I want to follow her art, right? I'm like, are you on Twitter?
Why'd you think you were soliciting her for sex?
Because she drew a little Final Fantasy thing, right? And Steph bought the thing that it was like stuck on. She's like, can we have this too?
Where was it? Just like a normal store?
Yeah, normal Akihabara store.
But she was she worked there or something.
Oh,
and she drew
sorry.
her stuff.
Sorry. Yeah, she was the cashier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But she was selling stuff that she drew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were like, oh, Kire must, beautiful. Because we're like,
Oh,
beautiful.
we're saying beautiful.
Beautiful. Then we're like, and then I'm like, hey, you, Twitter?
Oh, it looked like you were hitting on her. Yeah.
I think it was just giving off the wrong impression, but it was like, can I find your art anywhere else?
You guys look like a couple who'd be into threesomes,
man.
though. You're very alternative.
Well, it's just her hair.
Yeah.
I guess my hair at the
tattoos. You got
time.
piercings, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not conservative enough. Yeah.
Oh, maybe she completely did. Maybe she did understand, and it was a rejection.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm feeling
Lost
bad.
in translation.
Yeah. Too bad.
Always, yeah.
Too bad. Oh man. And she had to bring this, but I don't know if it'll show it. She won this banana.
Banana.
You know the Banana Man thing, and we just had to carry it back from the airport.
It's like a big plush banana or what?
Yeah, it's just a giant plush banana, and like you had to like send it through the X-ray thing, and it's just like this banana coming out on the X-ray thing.
I'm just trying to like reconcile that with you doing squats too, and then wondering why people don't understand you in Japan.
Yeah, man, my squats got a lot weaker, man.
Yeah, good form.
Decent.
Well
still,
done.
Still a bit shaky.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. Did you I was gonna ask, did you have any run-ins with the police at all?
I saw one in 7-Eleven.
You saw one.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't like interact with police at all? No.
I think sometimes they're really I've heard they really help you for directions.
Yeah.
Like they're civil servants, like
Okay. Like they're helpful.
As cops should be, right? Yeah, they really see themselves not as the Western. It really is like a completely different job to them.
Yeah.
I see those officers being like, this is just.
It's less law enforcement, right?
Yeah, and more
like...
and more public service.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And a big thing too is like their uniforms. They don't even really look like cops.
Yeah,
just look like a dude going business casual with a vest on.
Yeah, it's super just
So,
like.
and
Maybe
it
it's
all
the
fits
physique as
them
well.
weird. That's true.
Like all our cops here are super stocky. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they wear like those dad shades, like the NASCAR shades.
Yeah, gas station.
They look really aggressive.
Gas station
yeah.
glasses. Yeah, that just look into their eyes and it's just
Yeah.
neon orange.
Maybe they don't need to look aggressive though in Japan. I mean, like here, like
do.
yeah, people
Yeah.
kind of talk back.
That's
So
true.
you want to,
That's
convey
true.
some authority.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big cultural thing too that like people don't even see beneath the surface is like the whole crime and justice system, blah blah blah. That's something.
Yeah, the justice system is a
you were
whole
telling
other
me
thing.
about. Yeah, that's crazy shit.
It's pretty cool. What are you eating here?
Oh, this is
More cheese.
this
That's cheesy.
it was ramen, but it was with tomato sauce.
Oh, that sounds good.
So, yeah.
I've seen this cotton candy. Are you on shuffle on this playlist?
No. I think the clips are just all out of order.
Oh, so you could shoot 2 clips in a row, and then like they might just show up differently on here. Because I've been wondering if we're on a loop or not.
No, we're not done the loop.
Oh,
We're not done the loop yet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's so
Okay,
many.
so the horrible thing about this camera. Oh God, I'm gonna talk shit about this camera.
Uh-oh.
But no, it just like it's such a hassle getting them off your phone. So everything's mixed up because of the way I had to get them off my phone. Okay.
Is there weed? I should answer that one. Is there weed in Japan?
Is there weed in Japan? Great question. No, but from this you can get it. You can get it if you go in like Kabukicho for those Yakuza guys.
Yeah.
But the street price is about 50 a gram, which is like which is like
compare like 50 Canadian.
Yeah, I think it's 50 Canadian, so it's like 5 times more expensive.
Versus here, it's like 5 to 10.
5 to 10.
Yeah. A gram.
Yeah.
So that'd be like, if anyone wants to do the conversion, it's
Yeah.
like 5,000 yen in Japan.
Yeah.
And like 500 to 1,000 yen here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
But it's legal now here, so
yeah, exactly.
that might be why.
So that could change too.
Yeah, I got asked about weed a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
From Japanese people. Yeah, when
They were asking you for weed.
they wouldn't ask me for it.
They're like, how was weed?
Like for example, one guy, stuff like that. Like one guy's like yeah, where are you from? Oh, Canada, right?
Yeah.
Like,
how's the
oh, you like weed? Do you like weed? And I was like, it's okay. Yeah. He's like, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. It's kind of like I've heard of a lot of people, not just Japan, but like other countries where you can't shoot a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like people are a little more interested in guns in countries where like you can't get them and they're very hard to get. Like we can shoot guns pretty easily here. Yeah. But I've never really wanted to. I don't know about you.
Nope.
I've never really been like, oh, dude, I just want to go.
No, I'll do it.
I just want to go. Like I'd do it. Yeah.
The rifle range, sure.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun activity, like archery.
Like or hatchet throw. Like I see it as the same novelty as like hatchet throwing.
Oh,
or
yeah.
going to archery or I don't
guns
know,
are kind of
paintball.
worse because they're loud.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah.
not too fun.
Yeah.
Should we restart this playlist?
Sure.
You can load up more clips, so we can just put on like.
I can, but it's I have to connect my phone. Maybe I can do that now.
Oh, here, why don't you just put on some like street walking Japan videos on YouTube? Since
that's
it's
nice.
kind of relevant.
That's nice.
That's right.
That's nice.
Yeah. What else? Anything else that surprised you about Japan that you haven't heard before?
Okay, I just want to say one thing about the weed thing.
Yeah.
Shinzo Abe, Mr. Prime Minister of Japan government. Like if you legalize weed, okay, first thing that's gonna happen, people are gonna smoke weed, they're gonna get hungry, they're gonna go out and eat their faces off.
That's true.
Okay. The stimulus to your economy that legalizing cannabis would stimulate would be very stimulating for your finance ministers. Okay, so I'm just saying, dog. People get really hungry on that shit, and you guys got some good food. So
the economics make sense. You're right on that one, James. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, and I hear the Yakuza like kind of like extort you for it if you buy it off them.
Yeah.
They'll be like, we'll snitch on you, right? So give us like, give us $3,000 or we'll snitch on you. Then you can't come back to Japan.
That's just not something I would like
foreigners.
have a desire to do.
Yeah, but then
like in a foreign country, like break the law.
Yeah, unless you've been playing a lot of Yakuza, and then you're like, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, You
getting like extorted and shit. You're like,
do they smoke weed in Yakuza in the game?
Oh, I don't think I've seen.
Or do they not depict that?
I'm not far enough.
Just go like a night walk, Japan. Maybe we can talk about nighttime.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Ooh, you see this guy? Ooh, he knows he's hot shit. He like pan up.
Oh, it's got
at the beginning
too. Very atmospheric. See, this is kind of what I went for. Like I just like these, just like the average street. It's just seems like optimally designed and configured in terms of the amount of space that's allocated to each thing. For example, the street to the curb to whatever. It just seems like there's not so much wasted space. And we're clearing the camera. But yeah. Did you want to upload the clips, or is that too much effort, or too much? That's my phone. Yeah, I'll look at some of these questions here. Yeah. Oh, just push your mic out. Whatever.
Are we switching?
Yeah, let's just switch. What's up, guys? It's James. Okay. How far up are we on comments? Is there weed in Japan? We didn't miss any, did we?
NHK has good beginner lessons. Hold on.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources that I don't have the... Hold up. Well, you're missing a lot, James. A lot of really good comments. Let's see. I got it.
Thoughts on the Jewish afterlife? Damn, no. Tell me.
Ancient Jewish afterlife. I'm just going to leave me alone for the ancient Jewish afterlife. Also, how I learned katakana. Yeah. Just by comparing it to English words, because there's a lot of English words out there. I'm paused my read through of Genki chapter 20 for this stream. It's just gonna like be a negative effect. You're actually gonna lose any words you remembered if you're watching us instead of studying. I can't wait to memorize all the honorific and humble forms. Some people get a kick out of that, actually. I guess it can be kind of fun to wield a language with skill, right? So why not? Goon in Japan, Eric Andre it up. Yeah. Did you ever think about doing any like performance art? Well, I guess you're not near a mic, so.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah. I'm just gonna. There's a girl in my share house. She's from Canada. She's like originally Chinese, but she was doing like performance art in the middle of Tokyo, dressed up as the girl from The Ring with like a white mask on her face. She'd play like horror music, and she was really just protesting against a hospital there that had messed up her eyelid surgery. But as far as doing Eric Andre type disruptive public performances, she was the only person I saw. And the police would like try to follow her home every night. She ended up getting kicked out just because she didn't do anything wrong, but the hostel manager didn't want to be associated with her. But she said lots of people actually, like, I think that stuff is so rare in Japan, like people just causing havoc in public, respectful havoc, legal havoc, that like so many people were taking photos, so many people were stopping to ask, like there's a genuine curiosity that, like, you know, people actually want to go out of their way to ask about that. What do you? Oh, fuck off, James. All right, sorry. We were both trying to use the mouse at once. All right, now you can go. Holy fuck, Matt McMeme, legal name, says I can never go to Japan. I mean, none of us can go. Not? Yeah, I'm curious to know what got you banned there, or if it's just like
what's the deal, man?
You know, other circumstances, right? But yeah, none of us are going for a while, I don't think, unless we can sneak our way in. If anyone has any tips on how to get into Japan right now, please link, share. Let's see. Japanese, man, that means something. Isu, I don't know what that word means. White coffee. Abe legalizes ecstasy to make Japan more horny. That's what I want to see on the news. Abe talking about womanomics. What about weedonomics? Preach, man. All right. That's quite a story. Eyelid surgery. Yeah, you'd think you'd go to Korea for eyelid surgery, but
yeah, that's
maybe Japan, it's a little cheaper. Who knows? Yeah, the majority of foreigners I met in Japan were Chinese, usually. A lot of Nepalese, a lot of like Bangladeshi people. Yeah.
The Chinese tourists, man.
Tourists. They weren't tourists. They were like immigrants.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I saw a lot of Chinese tourists.
Yeah.
And yes, I know my people are obnoxious. Yes, I agree. They're so...
Yeah. Did anyone think... did anyone just like assume you were Japanese and start speaking Japanese to you ever? Or you had Steph with you. You had the white lady.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Right. But when I was alone...
You got to speak into the...
Yeah, but when I was alone, like just in a store by myself, you know, some of the other tourists, like white people, would try to get by me. Sumimasen.
They hit you with the...
Hit me with that sumimasen. Like if you said it so nicely, so yeah.
There you go. I like how people always do this when they want to pass by you in Japan. If you're in a grocery store, they put their hand through because you're looking ahead of you, right?
Yeah.
So you see a hand just go like this.
That's
and you like look, and they're like... Yeah. And that's really useful, right? I use that sometimes too, right? Yeah. Because then you see at grocery stores here, people are just awkwardly like... Can you move?
Right.
With the distancing.
You do the wedge?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Or just one hand wedge.
Oh,
so
one
you
hand?
turn your body. See you're looking here. You're looking. Look at your. And I'm like. And you follow through. Right. You see a hand come in front of your face. You back up. Yeah. Very useful. Yeah.
That's like. You.
Yeah.
It's like you doing that. Young man, like
I'm sure that would work as well.
I think this thing, the wedge move, the chop.
Yeah.
I think because I see them do the right signs. I think it's really cute that all the shops there are a lot of like homemade signs in the shops, and they always involve drawings of characters. Like like character art is kind of a thing there, and it makes these signs feel a lot more. Like it's not just like a voice, an authoritarian voice that it's like, hey, we're just people working here too. And they'll always draw people like this. They'll do that thing too, I think I've seen.
Oh, really?
So I think
this is like a consideration thing?
I think this is like sorry, I'm embarrassed to like ask you to do this, but can I get by you? Or
please deal with
the foreigners' taxes moving up to 10% next week. Sorry. Like, a lot of those signs. Yeah.
So something I noticed pretty early on is that like driving is on the left side, but also if you're walking down a sidewalk, like people always move to the left, right? Like here generally, like you kind of separate. Like if you try to stay on the right side, whether you're in a mall or a sidewalk. Yeah. But if you're already on opposite sides, you know, it's fine. You just cross on the opposite side you're on anyway. Yeah. Say like I'm walking on the left side, someone turns the corner, I'm gonna stay on the left because it's awkward to go over. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah. In Japan, no matter what, people always go out of their way to move to the right side of the road, as in the left side, right? When they're walking, the left side of the sidewalk. So here, like, it's more reactive walking. It's more reactive. You might want to step out of the way. It doesn't matter if you go left or right, as long as one person stays and the other person moves. Mm-hmm. Japan, like, it's always left. It's always left. I kept running into people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got physically close with a lot of people. Yeah.
It's intimate. That's nice.
Oh, I'm seeing the clips. You're getting ready to load up, and we got an aquarium. We got more hentai basement stores. Yeah.
Hold on, I just have to do this because there's a bunch of images.
Ah.
Load into the playlist.
It's a nice little shrine. Did you go? Oh, you don't have a mic right now. I did not go to any shrines, actually. I went to one on the side of a road because no one else was there, and it was on the way. And it was nice. It was quaint. The wood was rotting. Felt like it had been there forever, which is what people say about a lot of shrines. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I missed out on a lot of stuff, right? Like I saw a lot of stuff, but I didn't like seek out a lot of stuff. Yeah. Things like shrines or castles or historical sites or museums. Yeah.
I feel like I feel like you say that, but you're actually what you're comparing it to is the average person's tourist experience of Japan, which was, you know what I mean? Like
I guess so, but like I see so much cool stuff on your videos here, right?
yeah.
Because I was cheap too, so I can't really complain. I did save a lot of money, but yeah, if you guys want to go to Japan for a long time, and spend the least amount of money,
I'll give them the tips.
Just camp out. Just camp out.
Tips.
I think I spent like.
What was your daily burn?
Yeah, mostly $20 a day. Yeah.
On what?
Food, and that's pretty much all I had to pay for. Because you're camping out. Once you have like a cheap little tent, a bicycle, all that stuff. Convenience stores are literally everywhere, even in rural areas. So you always have a place to get water, to go to the washroom. If you hit up grocery stores, a lot of the time, like near closing, all of the ready-made stuff, like a little pork cutlet with some rice, ready-made meal, all that goes on 50% off. So you can spend like $2 or $3 Canadian, 200 to 300 yen for a whole meal. So by $20, that's 2,000 yen a day around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So you'd get like so you get like a meal for like $2?
Yeah, like the grocery. How like here you can go to the deli and they have
Right.
like sandwiches pre-made
yeah.
or like maybe some chicken wings.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like you can buy those little plastic containers with like rice or maybe some skewers or something.
Yeah.
They just kind of like takeaway food in the major grocery stores, and it all goes on sale because they make it that day. They gotta let it go. So there's ways to be cheap. Everyone likes to say that Japan is super expensive to travel to.
Yeah.
And it is if
to travel to.
to travel well and to travel
The
around.
travel.
Like trains are
I see.
kind of expensive. Eating in restaurants is expensive most places you go, like in the world. But if you shop at grocery stores or even convenience stores have pretty cheap food, and that food's a lot better than convenience stores here. Nutritious enough. Yeah, it's doable. If your goal is to just like spend as much time as possible and you just kind of want to be there and like see a little bit of culture and stuff. Absolutely. Yeah. Very cheap way to do it.
That's so 20 a day.
Yeah.
That's
200,
crazy.
2,000 yen. Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I'm pretty sure we were on like 5 times that. Like 100 a day for food.
Like just like your hotel or your hostel, even staying in a capsule. Like,
Right.
That's gonna be the most of your money.
I think yeah. I don't remember how we broke it down, but yeah.
It can be cheap. Jibjid says, I stayed in Japan for several months and I still do that hand thing and bow when I try to get past people. Yeah, awesome. Like subconsciously you do pick up on some of this stuff, right? Yeah. And a lot of these physical motions are very useful in everyday life, right? I don't think I ever like bowed, but I would kind of like hunch up a little in front of people. Like if I was asking them for something or like directions, I'd kind of just like try to get like a little lower. I just found myself like shrugging a little. The shrine by Tokyo Tower is nice. Also, the shrine in Inokashira Park is really nice too. Yeah, it's crazy how easy it is just to find a shrine just like randomly, even in like highly developed neighborhoods. There's like some overgrown little cluster of trees masking a shrine that looks like it's been there for 1,000 years or so. Yeah, if you weren't here before, I did like a bicycle tour, so it wasn't like backpacking camping. I had a bicycle, which made it really easy to get from place to place. But you just throw all your gear on there, and then just kind of make your way. I started in Hokkaido, and then went down, took the ferry down, and then went to Tokyo on the bicycle and just camped out along the way. But very cheap, very cheap. Highly recommend. And Japan especially just feels so safe. Like there's clean washrooms and places, and like every town, every city will have a bathhouse, right? So if showering's what worries you, like you just look up bathhouse or whatever on Google, and you find one every single day. And that was part of my money too. It was usually like 500 yen for a bathhouse in a small town. Yeah. And you can stay there as long as you want. You can just chill in the hot tub for a while after a long day of cycling or whatever it is you're doing. It's great. It's great. I'm all about saving money.
All about.
Yeah, I don't even like biking, but it was cheap. Yeah. So this neighborhood we're looking at, it's just like, I know it's dark, and that man's squeezing things on it. What does that do? That gets rid of the rain droplets?
Maybe
without smudging?
Yeah, maybe like it's like blowing on your glasses.
Oh, maybe it's getting foggy. Yeah, this just looks like a lot of neighborhoods, right?
Yeah.
The cool thing is that zoning laws in Japan allow for a large variety of buildings to be built in any area. So for example, in this area, which looks largely residential, it's very likely that people could just start a business out of their home on the first floor, or completely demolish a house, which is also very easy, and build like a shop or even a new house. And it's a lot more affordable than, say, in North America. But yeah, you have a lot of these like very dense suburbs with a very like eclectic variety of houses, like old ones, new ones, completely like non-homogeneous, like not kind of like the repetitive suburbs you might see in some places. Yeah, all the houses look like they were designed by different people with their tiny little clown cars around there. That's what got me the first time when I stepped off the plane. They look like clown cars.
Oh yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah, because we have so many SUVs around here, and they're big.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that looks like a normal sized car, but that is like an SUV. That is a Japanese SUV right there. But yeah, this guy's just kind of walking around the neighborhood, chilling. Yeah, if you're into like this kind of scenery, I highly recommend the biking backpacking thing. Yeah.
Where do people go to like how did you find out about that? Was it on like a Reddit thread, or was this like, I feel like this is like a very fringe
well, I did it before once, like when I meant to go backpacking somewhere, and then I just found a bike, and I found out there were lots of people doing it, and then I wanted to also go to Japan, and just kind of made sense, right? I already had the experience, and it seemed easy, right? It seemed easy and cheap, even after like buying all the gear for it. Like it still saved money. Yeah, not like taking the bus or the train around and stuff. Yeah, it's very doable, and people always say that biking sounds very difficult, like biking 5 hours a day. But it's like, it's not like Tour de France, like pumping yourself up a hill. It's just kind of like a mom going to get grocery stores type pace. You can just kind of like chill on your bike, stop whenever you want. Yeah. Grab a snack, grab some food, or you don't have to bike. There's some days I was like, I don't really feel like going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here, bathe in this lake. Yeah. Oh my goodness, James.
Make sure those ones don't get it.
So you were filming. Why is Steph pantsless in those ones?
Because I was gonna slap her and then
Oh.
slow motion.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So James is loading up some more clips from Japan because we went through the first ones, but he has to delete all of the incriminating ones, as well as, I guess, all the ones of you peeing or Steph changing, which I'm sure she knew about when you were filming. I'm sure.
No, yeah.
Sure you told her.
Yes. Legally informed.
In writing, yeah. Whoa! Wait, you should stop that other video, or else you're just gonna. There we go. Just bandwidth.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, we're back. Do you want your seat back?
Oh no, we can switch.
It's a little like hotter over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm wearing a sweater.
Oh. It's the lights, man.
All right, let's go back to comments. I think there's some more comments.
Oh my god, guys, play the fucking playlist, guys. Okay, sorry.
That's cool. While James does that, I wish I could read some comments. Actually, I'll just pull them up on my phone. Hold up.
Stupid.
I'm just gonna suck your bandwidth even more.
Yeah, man, go for it, man.
That's cool.
Stream our own.
Oh, there we go.
Give us an extra view. Stream our own stream. I think that's as far as it goes.
Bento is an entire anime about fighting for half-price convenience store food.
Dude,
I've never heard of that
awesome.
before.
That's awesome. What?
All right, let me look that up. You can read the next one.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna write that down. Bento.
Compared to Europe? Yeah, I think definitely compared to Western Europe. Food can be pretty cheap in Japan. I think you guys probably hit up some restaurants, hey? Like,
Not too many.
did you try sushi and stuff? Like, that'll set you back a little bit compared to your average meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ramen, you had like some good fancy ramen.
No, I don't think we ever did.
No?
No.
Just like,
Street stuff.
yeah, you'd just be walking by and be like, we're hungry
Yeah.
now. That's a cool
Yeah.
thing too. There's just food places everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Almost everywhere you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the most expensive thing we got, I think this place is a tourist trap, right? Where you like fish for the fish,
Oh yeah.
right? And they obviously like starve, like they have like different tiers of fish, right?
Starved fish.
They starve the more expensive fish, so they'll always come to get you. So you have to like, if you want to get the cheap fish, right? You don't want to accidentally hook like the $50 fish.
Oh,
Right?
That's pretty smart. Actually.
Yeah, so
Like,
so
have to
you
eat
gotta
it
like
now.
be strategic about it. But yeah, very mediocre fish. You know, it was like
You didn't like the experience of like catching your own fish.
I don't know. I didn't get it. I did catch one, but I didn't. Yeah, that it was cool, I guess. But the attitude, it was weird because like you know some places you get the attitude that they just don't like it if you don't speak Japanese. Completely fair, right? And that was the attitude here, and that was the attitude on all the reviews too. So I'm like, well, it's just weird. That's clearly like a tourist trappy place, but they don't like that.
To be fair, like
'Cause no Japanese person would find this entertaining. I gotta work for my food. I gotta pay to work for my food.
maybe. I just think it's really hard anywhere in the world to work in a tourist place, right? It's just hard dealing with tourists. They're in, they're out. Like, it doesn't matter if you're nice to them or piss them off. They're gonna be gone anyway. They don't live there.
True.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I don't think I could have done any better in their situation. Kombini, Solario, yeah, France Timu. How long on average does it take to bike from one city to another?
I don't know, cause I just kind of picked like a road. It was like they have like the new major highway system, which is something like a decade old, and that involved like busting through tunnels and making giant like huge spanning overpasses. So they have the one they were using before that, and I took that one because you're not allowed to bike on the highway. And I didn't really pick towns. I just say I kind of want to bike this many kilometers. Usually it'd be like 80 or something. And then let's see, is there a town that's 80 or so kilometers away between like 70 and 100? And then I just try to end up at that. But along the way, there's towns all over the place, in rural areas. Yeah. Especially because it's like on such a major road. Like that's where towns are normally built, across like major thoroughfares.
You never found yourself like coming close to midnight and not anywhere near a civilization point?
No, not really. Actually,
was
once.
it because of really?
Actually,
okay,
once,
okay.
yeah. Just because I got lost.
Okay.
Like I knew where I wanted to go, but usually I'd get there a little early. Like I'd get there early, I'd find somewhere to eat because I'm starving.
Yeah.
Go to a bathhouse. It's still light out, and then I'd have enough time to find where I wanted to camp,
Yeah.
and then I'd just hang out there until it got kind of dark, right?
Yeah.
Just because
So you'd basically cut it off at what o'clock?
I don't even remember when the sun set there because it's different than here.
Oh, right.
Probably like 3 or 4 hours before, maybe 3 hours before sunset.
Okay.
Yeah, that was about it. One time I got lost, and that sucked. Not because I was like scared or anything, but just because like I really wanted a bath. And yeah, I was just biking around like rice fields forever, trying to like find the road back onto the main road.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was the shitty thing is that like when you can't find like where you're trying to go, like I was really hungry and I can't just stop and eat because I don't have food.
Oh.
So you have to like keep going. But like the more you bike, the hungrier you get. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's like Sisyphus, right? You have no choice but to keep pedaling the wheels.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. This is what they call like type 2 fun, you know, where it's like funny after the fact. Yeah. It's great to talk about after the fact, not during. If you get food, small local places, very cheap and insanely good. Dude, yes. Yeah. I was really interested in like just like the local independently owned joints.
Yeah. Just hop in, grab a bite.
Yeah.
Point at the menu.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is, just say I want that.
Yeah.
Try something new.
Mm-hmm.
Trash cans. How'd you find trash cans?
Solario says there's not a trash can in Japan. You're expected to handle it. Yeah, definitely. I heard that was also because there was like a terrorist bombing where people were putting stuff in trash cans.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Right. That's why there's like just not a lot of trash cans. But we always had like a trash bag.
Yeah, you gotta carry like even a small one, and just like a little bag, and then you're carrying your trash with you. Mm-hmm. And you know what? It made me more conscious about how much trash I was using, which was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and it also I don't know. I felt like I'm being too judgy, but it also made you kind of see like the other tourists who were like, who just kind of weren't doing their own trash thing, who like just didn't feel like they needed to. What do you mean? Who would litter, the other tourists who would litter. Oh, really? Right? It like really stood out. Yeah. Just like leave your leave your cup there once you're finished. Like that kind of stuff. Yeah, or that kind of thing. Or like throwing barrels of oil into the pond. Yeah, just dumping a drum. But right, yeah, but usually like when it does happen, like someone picks it up. Like someone will come by and just pick it up. Yeah, pick it up. Oh, whoa. Yeah. I never saw that. Yeah, it's not weird for like I remember as a kid coming here, like my mom would just like at the park just like pick up trash. I'm like, what are you doing? Like pick it up and just throw it in the nearest. Yeah. She would just have like a handful of trash with her. I'm like, what are you doing? Right? And it's so weird. That's crazy. That's like kind of a collective view on your responsibility for keeping your place clean. Yeah, and then that's just like that's cool. I like that. That's just again the collectivist versus individualist social values thing. Interesting. You eat or drink in front of the shop and throw it there. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point too. Convenience stores all have garbage cans on the outside. Oh, okay. For the most part. Okay. I remember doing that a lot. Cool. What are we watching, James? This is the what's it called? You've seen all those people with their cool Instagram photos, right? It's at Team Labs. It's like kind of like an art exhibit thing, and it's really laggy right now, but it's an art exhibit thing. Really, it's just experimental projection mapping. They're like, I can't even describe to you. Let me just put it this way. Go in, like it's such a nebulous thing, right? But what is it? It's experimental projection mapping. That's what it is. It's cool, but it's just a cool little room. It's that, right? Okay. Yeah, and sometimes they play with mirrors. Sometimes they play with fog and like light beams, right? Yeah. So they do a lot of interesting things with it, but it is describable. Its main shtick is interactive projection maps. It's just like a touring exhibit, or is it just in Japan? Yeah, it's in Japan. Just in Japan right now. Yeah, it's like a digital media lab. That's what they call it. Okay. And every kid gets their Facebook profile picture from this place when they go. I see. Yeah, sorry it's laggy. I don't know. I mean, it's because you're trying to upload it or copy it at the same time. Yeah, should I stop the completely copy? Fuck, maybe. I'll have to start all over again. Oh, is that for the playlist? No, I can start. This is for the other playlist on here. Oh. Yeah. I don't know. It's probably why it's saying it's taking so much time.
Yeah.
It'll probably slow down if you do it individually afterwards.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
still have time on this playlist though, right?
This one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a
Okay.
playlist of clips.
Okay, well, I'll cancel that.
Yeah. These are cool. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, most of Japan looks kind of like this. Just like holographic lights and lots of people just possibly on drugs taking pictures. Yeah.
That site is really good. Gib Dude says that site's really good for anyone else interested in trying to bike in Japan. Lots of different routes with plans and schedules. Did you mention a site? Or did someone drop a site?
Yeah, someone might have dropped a site there.
Did somebody drop a site before? Drop it again.
Look, go on here. Yeah, click it.
The dot,
Yeah.
the sandwich.
No, never mind. Sometimes you can switch between like top comments or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Probably missed it. Yeah, I didn't see a site there. Maybe I'm blind.
A lot of Kinects and video projectors. Yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it.
Yeah. You should talk about your museum experience in Japan. Your bombing museum experience, whatever the museum was
Oh,
called.
the Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get serious.
Always get serious. Yeah. I was, Steph's Japanese teacher in high school told her, basically gave her an itinerary. He's like, yo, just hit up these places, right?
Okay.
And Hiroshima was one of them. And it's a real teacher thing to do, to be like, you have to go and it should be necessary, part of history.
To this museum.
Yeah, to this museum and to go to basically Peace Park. It's just like that whole area.
It's called Peace Park.
Peace Park, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like the entire area, and there's always stuff going on. And and they left that one building up, and it's like half blown up. And they just left it up.
Yeah.
It's called the Dome, the Blast Dome or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really interesting there. Yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Like what? I mean, when most people go to a different country, right?
Yeah.
You kind of want to do like exciting things, and especially if you have a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
Like personally, number one on my list
Yeah.
wouldn't be like a museum, like a World War II museum.
Yeah.
Right? Just because we're kind of like hit over the head with World War II history.
Yeah.
Growing up, right? We
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah,
I think, at least I kind of forget that there are other perspectives from different countries.
Yeah.
Right. And I still like learn things about World War II from like, say, like Filipino friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that like just kind of the people designing the curriculum here didn't feel as relevant to teach us.
Yeah.
So for that reason, like I feel like I'm just World War II'd out.
Yeah.
In terms of history.
Gotcha.
But you guys went to this World War II museum and was like, I don't know, what was it about? Like obviously the thing in my head is that it's probably a memorial to like all the lives lost in Hiroshima or whatever.
Yeah.
I see in my head photographs, like maybe pieces of rubble.
Yeah.
But what else would that entail? What was the focus of this place?
Oh yeah, so there's a few. I mean, the the one place just kind of tells the story as you go deeper and deeper down a spiral into like just it's just one room, the main level where they have like an etching of basically what the skyline was at that one point, at that one like geographical point, what you would have seen around you.
So you're like in the bottom of like a pit essentially.
Yeah.
But like a carved out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then around you, it's like a circle around you.
Yeah, and there's the stories being told as you spiral down.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's that, and then there's the actual like museum. Yeah, and you see like a pair of pajamas. You see like someone's like just blast vapor mark on like their like door front or some stuff. I'm trying to think of what else, but what's really powerful is like the fact that there were other kids, there were other school groups there, because we had to do it. Oh yeah, and there's always the 1,000 Cranes ceremony where they get like all the school kids come and they'll do like a different ceremonial thing to put another 1,000 cranes into like these cabinets outside.
So there's just like a bunch of cabinets with like
colorful cranes.
So just like 1,000 cranes. 1,000
Yeah,
cranes,
yeah.
1,000. That's a lot of cranes.
Yeah. It's a lot of cranes. Yeah,
Hmm.
and every school group will like do something different.
Okay.
Like this one school group like sang a song, which is like When I Broke Down, and then this other school group, they had to. It was really cool. They had to do research. So they would split off into groups, and then they approach all the foreigners there, and they'd be like, "Can I interview you?" Right?
Okay.
And then they just read off these questions, and it was awesome. It was like,
What would they ask you?
it was like, what? Where are you from? Why are you here? And it was like, what do you think about like peace, like or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was obviously about like, I feel like they do approach it the right way, in that they're asking about like what people value and love and cherish, and how much like kind of peace is a part of that. Yeah, I don't know if this is a term for that. I'm like pacifism, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they interviewed, and then they give you a little crane. They give you a little crane, so you have something to put into the cabinet too, and then you get to put it. So for
Sounds emotional.
all the true sets, yeah, they got an interview with the kids, and then they got a crane. Yeah, it was awesome. And then in the museum, in the interesting thing in the guest book. Oh right, the kids in the museum too, like very. It's interesting seeing how the kids, just high school kids, react. And we have such like, I just realized how much of a warped image I had of what a high school student was for our image in the West. I kind of just picture like delinquents, like in like delinquency.
Oh, you mean like our high school experience?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Not like how they're depicted in anime or whatever.
Yeah. Our personal high school experience.
Because high schooler kids here, including ourselves, are just like shitheads.
Yeah, shitheads. Yeah, basically, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kids there, they were like, they're such. I can say like these high school kids are like pretty innocent. It seemed like.
Yeah.
Like they had their friends. They would hold on to each other. High school kids, they're holding on to each other to not lose each other in the hallways, and they'd give each other like time and space if one person was like crying over all the multitude of things that make you cry in there. So yeah.
Wow. But then again, you guys were in like a World War II museum, so
once again,
they're probably gonna be different there than at a theme park.
That's true.
To be fair.
That's true.
But
That's
still,
true.
like yeah.
Yeah, it was cool seeing just like a very honest and vulnerable side to them. Yeah. And it was just obviously just like it was just a big place to be very vulnerable, because even me talking about it now, I feel like grateful for like the stuff that I do have. And I think that was a big point of like that museum. It's like we need stuff like this to just remind us of like what it means to be imperialist, and like where that got us as a nation, so they say, right?
I guess so, 'cause it's like a little over. The extreme version of it is kind of in the past, right?
Yeah.
That example of it. So
yeah,
kind of feel like we don't really need to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's when things sneak up on you.
Sneak
right?
up on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why
Yeah,
I guess
dropping
it's
bombs.
important to just like it's kind of like the cultural equivalent of like putting a sticky note on your door because you'll know you have to, like putting a sticky note on your handle because you'll have to turn your handle, and and it's just like it's usually a frivolous task that we don't think is important enough. And that's why we know we'll forget it, and that's why we take these measures to remind us, right? And I feel like it's a really, the whole Peace Park experience museum thing is a really great example of whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, it feels like you came away with a great appreciation for like the role of history, right? And the knowledge of history. That's pretty cool.
It wasn't very heady. It's not like you need to know like World War stuff at all. It's just like here's one part of it, and it's about us.
Jib Dude also appreciates the Hiroshima Peace Memorial. museum.
Yeah. Oh, good.
That's pretty
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I go back, that might be somewhere I'd go for sure.
The site is japancycling.org.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's like very accurate in terms of the experience. Yeah, trust it.
Yeah. Best museum Jib Dude's ever been to. Damn, that's heavy, man. Yeah, I think yeah, maybe up there, for sure. It shows alternatively the World War II world events, the effects of the bomb on maps and models and relics from the rubble. Lots of detailed walls of texts everywhere. Yeah, great description, Solario. Thank you.
So it's probably not somewhere you just like pop in, pop out, right?
No, you want to take your time.
Yeah.
You want to take your time and like.
What'd you guys do after that? Like after the whole heaviness of that, did you guys have anything planned, or did you need to like take a break, stare out at the ocean for a while?
Oh my goodness,
get some sushi. What?
Yeah,
What was your feelings?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What do we do after? Dude, like, not. Hold on. Okay, they focus so much on the individual stories, so that you really have to feel the cost of all those lives. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. I totally forgot about that.
Just like people's neighbors.
Yeah.
People's family members. Yeah. Could have been your neighbors.
And Gibdude recommends Barefoot Gen as a great manga and anime movie about those experiences.
Back to the anime.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, everyone in the West idolizes the bombings, but it was so bad, actually. Yeah, like
yeah,
that kind of attitude towards it. Me too. I feel like.
Yeah, people are just kind of like, oh yeah, and then the war ended. We dropped these bombs. Boom.
Yeah,
and then everything, treaties, all that stuff, kind of just gloss over like the.
Oh my gosh.
People are like, yeah, we don't really want to mention that, like, you know, it just eviscerated millions of people,
right?
Just like instantly,
right? Just like innocent people.
Yeah, and the reason that the war ended is because it's just so shockingly horrific.
Yeah,
that no one wanted that to happen again.
Yeah, it's just like dudes trying to like farm their farms so they can like eat for another month. Like they're like, what war? I can't think about a war. I'm trying to farm my farm. Gotta farm my farm so I can eat next month, bro.
I think in Canada especially, they really underscore in the high school like curriculum how peaceful and how peace loving this country is, and how like multicultural and accepting it is, right? I think to a degree it's like a little more like multicultural than maybe some other countries, or it does have some of those values, right? But yeah, it's just like any other place you go to, like the people kind of like gloss over things and make it seem better than it is. Yeah.
And then when you actually like learn a bit more about like native culture and what happened to it, and you're like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Fuck. People are fucked.
Anyways, back to anime.
We caught up.
Oh,
we're caught up.
Yep. Yeah. Cool. I mean, we got some more clips too. These are more like nighttime clips. Do you remember where these are?
I think this is when we first got out at the airport.
Oh, you got there at night.
Tokyo,
Oh, here we go. We got some. Is this Yuru Camp Boys?
I have no. That's what I thought it was.
I mean, it's like riding on the success of that. Oh my gosh, she looks so happy.
Yeah, I know.
Good for her.
Good for her.
I'm happy she found someone finally.
I'm happy she found 5 boys.
Yeah. It's really good. Yeah. She's good at posing.
What do you think you'd do differently going back next time?
I think I'd just do the exact same thing, but go south. Like, I only went from like the north to Tokyo, which is like a little in the middle.
Okay.
So I'd probably start from the south and go to Tokyo.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you'd bike it again? Same.
Oh yeah.
Same. Damn,
yeah, it was great. And then hit up that memorial on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, like.
It's fine. It's all free.
What do you mean? Oh, the memorial's free?
Yeah, it's all free.
That's really good.
You don't need anything for it.
Yeah. What about you? What would you do differently?
Jeez, I think
there's still some like hentai underground stores you haven't hit up yet.
I think there's
you went to a lot, but I feel like you haven't gone to all of them.
There's a lot more.
Yeah.
I gotta find them all, baby. This is mostly girls here. This was in the Otome Street or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see that. Mm-hmm. It's a little nicer too.
Yeah.
You got some vinyl wood flooring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A lot more like trinkets, I feel like.
There were more trinkets in the store?
trinkets. I feel like.
Oh,
there
okay.
were,
Maybe.
Yeah. What I do differently, I'm not sure. I don't know, because I really like seeing the cultural stuff, and I think the, I think, I think if I had seen the extremes like you did,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have also given me like a lot to think about, just as much to think about.
Mm.
But, but, but this, it's like. So Steph was really disappointed because the city changes so much so fast. Like things that you're really excited for could just be like gone in a couple of months.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah, there was like that one arcade that was modeled after like the Kowloon like super apartment Judge Dredd complex.
That was there when I went.
Yeah,
And you only went like a few months after me.
yeah, they just closed down.
It's gone.
Like
yeah.
a week before,
Oh.
and Steph's like Dragon Ball Z theme park closed down, and so there's something to say about just the nature of like this, the cult. I don't know, the these little cultural places being very fleeting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are into that, I think like you got to catch it while it's there.
Capitalize. And I mean,
Yeah.
not worry too much if you're going to miss something. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much
That's
to see.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I mean, if you're going all the way to like
Yeah.
Asia, assuming you're in like North America or equally
Yeah.
far away like us, like you're going to find stuff you
Yeah.
like.
I'm like, because all I'm thinking about is like, how do I stretch my burn out, my daily cash burn out like you did, but then I'm like, I don't think I can like camp like that because I suck at sleeping already. I don't think I can. I can definitely eat convenience store food every day because
Well, you could even
that's
do it like rent an RV and go around.
dude, those are expensive.
More expensive than a
Dude,
hotel?
like 200 a day.
200 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but compared to a hotel for two people in a night, I guess, but that's more
Well,
than
our hostel was like 50 a person, like max.
$50 a person.
Yeah,
5,000
5,000
yen.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I wonder how you do that then.
because then you'd have to like figure out parking too for the RV.
I mean, you just have to not end your day in like super congested places.
Yeah,
urban
that's true. That's true.
It's a cool metal store.
Yeah.
I went to like a heavy metal bar
Okay.
one night.
Okay.
And like everyone there was just wearing suits. Yeah, they just got off work, want to like chat over some cocktails and some like Metallica or whatever. I don't know, heavy metal. But yeah, quick tangent there. I would also I would learn even just a little bit more Japanese, right?
Oh, for sure. Man.
You don't even need to be like an expert, but like
Yeah, man.
yeah. I mean, I was shocked at how far what I had like got me, like where what I had learned could take me when I got there. But yeah, just a little bit more would be incredible.
Definitely, yeah.
It's so much fun just like talking to people, and I mean, yeah, anywhere you go, people are pretty receptive if you're just like smiling and even if you're just asking for help. And the cool thing about being a foreigner in a place like this is you get away with a lot of stuff, right? Like if you think you're a weird person or you're like self-conscious about talking to people, like you're already weird. I mean, you're not Japanese, so like you're already not normal.
Yeah.
You're not the normal person there.
Yeah.
So like you can do anything and people will be like, "Oh, okay, like it's a foreigner, right?"
Yeah.
I mean, don't take a shit in the streets, but like yeah, like there's you don't have to feel self-conscious, and I feel like I would want to like have that mentality a lot more there.
That's a great mentality.
Right? Yeah, especially when you don't see like any weird people for the most part. Like you would hear like homeless people shouting in the streets, or like a bunch of rowdy like high school kids like pushing each other on the way to McDonald's. I don't know.
Do you feel like that kind of self-consciousness as a traveler held you back more than you'd liked it to?
Oh yeah, for sure.
From experiences.
Yeah, I mean like I enjoyed myself to a large extent, but the times where I did go out of my way to like be extroverted or like not be afraid to like hop in a restaurant alone, because like I was alone most of the time.
Yeah.
Almost all the time. Like the times where I actually felt capable of doing that and I did it were great all the time.
Yeah.
Even like the awkward times, right, where I like camped somewhere I wasn't supposed to and this guy was like kind of yelling at me. I was like trying to understand what he was saying, and, like trying to have a dialogue. He's like, yeah. Even that was like fun. That was a fun experience. It was awkward and shameful, but it was. You're in a foreign country. You're not going to be back again.
Yeah.
So why not? Yeah.
For sure.
We got more stuff here.
And at the end of the day, like, what are you to them? They're not thinking about you after that.
Something about big cities in particular, like whether it's Tokyo or I don't know, Mexico City or Toronto or something. Like there's so many people. The stereotype of big cities being a little colder than smaller cities is totally true, right?
Big cities being
like
colder?
if you embarrass yourself in front of someone, it doesn't matter. There's like millions of people in that city.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If you meet someone and they want to be friends with you and they kind of suck as a friend, you know, it doesn't matter. There's millions of other people there. That is the attitude I got from like a lot of people in Japan, like Japanese people in Tokyo in particular.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and that's the same attitude I've felt in like Bogota, Colombia and stuff. Right. Like if you're not cool, if you don't vibe with them, they don't care. Right. Like there's tons of other people. They're not going to waste their time.
Yeah. There's just so many more interactions they're going to have today. Yeah, you're like 1 out of 200.
We got a lot of comments. You saved it.
Had plans to go to Japan. Julian.
Nice name.
Quinones had plans to go to Japan during this upcoming winter break, but it doesn't seem like it's happening anymore. Oh man, love to hear you guys' experiences when eventually do get to go. Yeah, man.
Yes. Live vicariously through us.
I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah,
I live vicariously.
It's for the better.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Your White Coffee's Canadian high school teacher was more objective. Nice. We're so multicultural / blameless straw man, but I did have one who said that residential schools were good in theory. What the fuck?
Cool, different perspectives.
Yeah, different perspectives.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, you get. I mean, what I've come to learn now is that, like, okay, I get it. Like, yeah, people, it's like, oh, adults lying to me. You get bitter over that kind of stuff, but you just always have to. You got to put it together and reach a conclusion or come to a decision yourself, no matter what they say, right? It still has to go through you at the end of the day.
Vague and inspirational.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, vague and thank you.
Yeah.
It's all about you, man. Keep it real, 100. Emoji. Joe went to Japan with his mom, so he couldn't check out the hentai.
Oh, dude, that's a weak excuse. Weak.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Joe, you
just act surprised when you find yourself surrounded by. No, Mom, I'm sure if we keep going down the stairs, that's where like the artisanal hand soap store is.
Yes.
Yeah. If we just keep going down.
No, it says right here on TripAdvisor.
Yeah. Yeah.
On hentai.
Hintai.
Hentai, the ancient
charcoal
art
body
of-
wash. Yeah.
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 That does suck though, because from a purely like a cultural interest perspective, I'm not even being ironic right now. It's actually, it is pretty interesting to see that stuff just out there. Even just like, I think I've said like basement multiple times, but they're not even in basements most of the time. They're just street level, right next to like a food stand or something.
Sometimes they're high up.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about the. Oh, there's one. That's the lenticular.
As we were talking about, you're gonna have to. If you tuned in later, you're gonna have to tune into the first 10 seconds to see James explaining that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was like secondary. If you stayed there for a month and likely to stay put, where would you go?
Stay put for a month?
Yes.
Where would you go if you had to pick somewhere?
I feel like there's still so much I don't know, right? So I just say Japan on a default, but there's just still so much.
Well, you have to pick somewhere right now. Someone's like, okay.
I say Tokyo.
You say
right?
Tokyo,
Yeah, like
it's big. There's lots of stuff to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't stayed in a lot of places either for more than one night. So I would definitely pick somewhere that's cheap.
Yeah.
Fukuoka, I know, has cheap apartments and it's still a pretty big city.
Yeah.
Tokyo can get expensive if you want to like live there. There are cheap places, but they're kind of like in the suburbs, like a little far out. Yeah. So cost wise, like you're better off going to like not like a big.
That's a consideration.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think of, right? There's so many other people who would have like actually good ideas about that. Yeah.
Right.
But Actually, personally, I would just pick one of the small towns I went through. So you just moved your chest up to the
just like chest bumped his
new
face.
cinematography. Yeah, for a month. Honestly, though, Japan is so different no matter where you go, but it's also so similar. So I don't think you could go wrong. Like even picking a town of 10,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a discussion about like Kyoto, like because it has a lot of like, it's very like traditional Japan, right? It's more Gibdu says
I didn't go.
Tokyo is more novel Japanese stuff, and Kyoto is the authentic cultural experience without so many foreigners.
Interesting.
Yeah, and do you think you'll ever do the rail pass?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
expensive.
really expensive.
I'm so cheap, man.
It's expensive. Yeah.
Maybe, man. I think I would pick. I would rent a car before I would do a rail pass.
Oh, cool.
Just because, I don't know. I like the freedom.
You could sleep in the car. Yeah, you would sleep in the car for sure.
You guys did the rail pass though, right?
Yeah.
And almost everyone else that I know has done the rail pass. And if you're gonna hit up like cities like you do, and you were there for what, 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it just makes sense, right? If that's like if you get the rail pass first without planning, then you can plan your trip around that.
Yeah.
That works too, right? Yeah. Or you can plan your trip and say, okay, would a rail pass fit in with everything I want to do? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Andrew's question: Did they try fixing the stream freezing? Oh, dude, it's just my shitty internet, man. I swear that's
definitely didn't try.
We lowered
no one said anything. Sorry.
We lowered the bit rate, and then we're like resampling it to 720p so that it we thought it'd ease up.
If this one is freezing, please say something. Yeah. But
I'm just looking at that because that's what they're seeing.
Oh, it's probably like
Sorry,
guys, that's life.
It's like a chop every 3 seconds. Yeah, it's
sorry. I mean, they're just 30-second clips.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hopefully our voices aren't clipping.
No, our audio was fine last time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the audio ran through fine. Let's see. Solario thinks that the internet told them a lot about Tokyo, but temples and countryside and cultural stuff was way better than expected. Yeah, that's some stuff that like you have to see in person, I feel like.
The temples and
yeah.
Everyone's super different too, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you have people who just like love the robot cafe, and like I had a friend who hit up like multiple maid cafes and he had a great time, right? Versus some people, you guys went, right? Mm-hmm. You guys went to a maid cafe, you didn't like it very much? A little awkward. Is that what you said?
No, I couldn't bear myself to
yeah.
bear the cringe. Like I could.
It's hard when someone's acting like that towards you. How do you respond to someone being
It's hilarious. And if I spoke more Japanese, I would totally gone for it.
Yeah.
If I just, because so much of that experience is contingent on like the interaction.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone likes different stuff, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, different strokes, different folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and JJ saying that when he was walking around Tokyo, it made him feel more confident, like he wasn't being judged. Yeah, like that he was more free being in a place with so many people walking around. Right. The density makes you consider your own self-judgment.
There's something to be said about the anonymity, like the benefits of feeling anonymous, right? If you're kind of an introvert, like, or you just like having time to yourself at some point, the whole Japanese people minding their own business thing is great. Yeah. Like, I mean, when I went to Colombia recently, everybody was staring at me and my girlfriend constantly.
Just because she's Asian?
Because she's Asian. And there's no Asians there.
Oh.
But like, that was terrible. Mm-hmm. That was like the complete opposite of like how wonderful it was to just walk through, Tokyo. Nobody's like staring at you. You just feel like free to look around, and it's very calming if that sort of thing appeals to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can totally relate to that, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And the Gibdu, the maid cafes are like, I'm still interested in them because of it's like you're testing your own mental fortitude to see like how much cringe you can handle, right? Yeah. But it's like if you have to go through that experience with someone else, it might be fun. I'm not really interested in the maid cafe, but I am interested in like just like seeing how much I can cringe in like a very kind of masochistic way. Like, just can I get through this?
For some people, it's not cringe though, right? For some people, it's like, oh yes, like I get to experience this aspect of however people are. I have heard from a lot of like people that it is cringe, right?
To me, it's cringe comedy because it's like I think it's hilarious and I think it's awesome and I love it for being like cringy.
But for example, my one friend he had a really great time. There was one. Yeah. He went to like kind of a more unknown one. Yeah. Or something, and he found one of the girls who spoke English, a little bit of broken English. He's like, yeah, it was really nice. It was cute. The food was okay. As most people say, the food isn't great.
Right. It's not.
It's not. No. Yeah. But yeah, I think like based on who I've talked to, a minority of people would enjoy it for what it is. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Versus like just being a cultural voyeur.
It has like novelty appeal.
Yeah.
It's very high. Just
Yeah. Novelty. I think most people would feel too self-conscious to go into one. I still probably would. Yeah. I wouldn't know what to do in there alone. Right. So, but hey, if you want an exercise in breaking out of your shell, do it. It's quite the test, isn't it? Yeah. Well, just like your mental fortitude, being in that area. It sounds like it for you.
For sure. And I don't think any clips have come up, but yeah,
Oh, you have maid cafe clips?
No, just the street sides. They're lined with girls, and it's.
Handing out the.
Yeah, they're like the cosplay barkers, and and I'm wondering if there's like some Yakuza faction thing going on where it's like, these girls got to stay on these corners and these girls got to stay on these corners. Yeah. They clearly have designated areas, right?
Yeah, they gotta practice good diplomacy between stores.
Yeah. And like you want to look at them, cause it's so novel and there's they're all cute girls. But as soon as you make eye contact, you have to like kind of commit to an interaction, and that's hard. Yeah. Because
you don't.
They, because they just like
do the impression. Do it. Please, yeah. Yeah. They get really. It's one thing to like see that type of caricature in anime. Yeah. Like these extreme tsundere, kudere, whatever, genki type characteristics. But when they're directed at you, when you're not just like the observer on the other side, that's uncomfortable. Yeah. That's weird. It's hard to get used to. Yeah. 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 I would just like.
What would you? Sumimasen. Sumimasen.
Bimbo des. That's what you say. You say bimbo des if you know anything. It just means I'm poor. Anytime someone's harassing you, just bimbo des. Bimbo des. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't use that. That's funny.
It works. I started using that here too. Totally. Yeah. I'm poor.
Yeah. You're so like aggressively vulnerable with your like finances that like it just shuts them up. It's like, why are we talking about this? Like
they even feel bad. Like I'm assaulting the poor.
Yeah.
Wow. They don't need my maid cafe. What am I doing with my life?
When have you pulled that out here?
I'm trying to think. Maybe like the night market in Inglewood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to think. Oh, are those people in the malls who are selling like beauty products or whatever? You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Like, oh, I'm poor. Yeah.
Yeah, the soap girls.
Yeah.
The bar soap thing.
It's hard to like spin a positive interaction out of that when you're like trying to sell someone something.
Right.
Yeah. If someone tells you like I'm poor, you try to stay positive as like a salesman, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's really hard.
Exactly.
Haha, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You could be poor. Like.
Yeah. I got roped into one of those things, and it did have to kind of be like, I'm broke.
Joe wants to know about femdom cafes. Why don't you enlighten him, James?
Oh, I didn't.
What was your favorite femdom cafe out of all the ones you went to?
Well, there's a couple.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Did you do any of the ones where they actually serve you, the waitresses? And they ask you what you want to eat?
No, we were the ones. We were the ones serving.
Oh,
that's what you don't get.
You serve them.
Yeah, we serve them.
They dominate you into serving them.
No, I had no idea, but I'd totally check it out next time, Joe. That sounds like awesome.
Tsundere cafes where they're just rude to you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're just like pouty and smug and rude. Yeah.
That's funny.
You just like drop your food on the table.
I
like,
love that.
Here you go, idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then walk away.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have seen because there's lots of those like little random little like square Facebook ads
Oh.
for like Japan. Well, you wouldn't know, but for random Japan novelty cafes.
Oh, like you would not believe what's in, or is it actually trying to sell you though?
It's just trying to sell you a thing in Japan.
This
Cafe in Japan does this with this.
Oh, okay. Probably. The answer is always probably.
Yeah. Huh. So that's the cafes. A lot of the theme cafes. Like there's a Square Enix cafe, obviously, right?
Yeah.
She likes Final Fantasy. We hit that up. And I was super curious. And there's like a Capcom cafe.
And they usually have like the food is like themed dishes and stuff.
Themed dishes and themed drinks. Yeah.
Music. Visuals. No. Yeah.
Not really. Oh. The purpose of these spaces to me seem just more as like, it's like I guess we'll set up a cafe, but it's really just like a space for like release parties and events.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like there's a new Monster Hunter event coming out, like Capcom Cafe will have like a thing. So you don't really go there if there's nothing going on.
Otherwise it's just kind of like
it's just kind of expensive food. Yeah.
When you get to see like a show you like or whatever, like depicted on the menu and stuff, that's always kind of a trip for especially for us here.
That's true.
There's no like themed anything. Yeah.
And if you drink, a lot of these places have like, they make up drinks for the characters. Oh, so if you're a connoisseur like that, that'll always be interesting.
Yeah.
And there's like exclusive merch too. So that's only if you're like really deep.
Yeah.
If you're like really deep in whatever it is. So again, I kind of felt like the theme cafes are a bit of tourist trappy.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Probably. I think most people know that. Right?
Yeah, from my values. Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else you want to say before you want to wrap up?
What do you want to talk about, man?
What's this called? Just Japan, talking about Japan. I feel like everyone I've met who's gone to Japan, who's not from Japan, everyone says they really want to go back, right? I mean, lots of people who go on vacation somewhere are going to have good things to say about it. But the prevailing sentiment of people who have been to Japan is that they would like to go back. So keep that in mind when you go. Just because, like, if you don't see everything, you can go again. Right.
Don't let the FOMO eat away at you, because it's always going to be, Yeah,
I mean, you can right now because you're not going to be able to go to Japan for quite a long time. But, sorry.
Jeez.
Yeah. What about you? Anything to say?
On Japan specifically?
I guess so. Or I guess on everything what we've been talking about.
On Japan.
You better have the giant cherries from God Hand at the Capcom Cafe, or I'm not interested.
Not interested.
No idea what that means, but I hope they do.
I hope so too. And no, the Capcom Cafe it was all Monster Hunter when we were there. It was Monster Hunter and like their like Boys Love mobile game that they're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Really great art, beautiful art, beautiful boys too. Yeah. Like I wouldn't have taken. Okay, the big thing I think I'll say is like I wouldn't have taken the vacation if Steph didn't buy me the ticket. Right. Yeah. So it was like a gift from Steph. Like I wouldn't have gone. And then you really realize that like, hiking like Mount Fushimi Inari, that's the place with all those like red gates, torii gates that you see.
It's like a tunnel of red gates.
Yeah, it's like a torii gate tunnel. It is a hike, and I'm just like, I still had like hip problems and stuff then before I was like stretching and stuff, so I had problems walking.
Okay. And
you didn't even think that like, if you don't do this now, like it's just gonna get worse.
Yeah. Like
that we're already kind of old, and that like if you put off like vacations, you put off like enjoying yourself. You're also robbing yourself from an experience at the same time. You're also robbing yourself of experiencing. And hard to say, but you're robbing yourself of experiencing it kind of now, and you might need it now. Like, how sometimes you have transformative experiences and cathartic moments for the better. It's hard to say, like, whether you need that now or if you're right to, be on track to put it off until later.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that you have now that you won't have later.
That's true. I almost put it off because of that as well.
Yeah.
I was thinking about what I might miss out this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the summer that I went.
Right.
But it's,
what were you thinking of, like, putting it till when? Like, till...
I don't
like,
know.
what, you get a...
Well, I was playing like my team got promoted to like a higher level in soccer, like the highest in the city for the first time. And I was like, this is the one time, I'm not fantastic. This is the one time I'll probably have a chance to play really high level soccer.
Yeah, yeah.
By my standards.
Yeah.
And I was like, I also want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I'm really glad I did, right?
Dude, that's
I'm really glad
crazy.
that, like,
Yeah.
I mean, soccer's been such a huge part of my life
Mm-hmm.
for so long,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm really glad that I was able to just let that go,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And go do something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And we are only getting older, right?
Mm-hmm.
Physical fitness is going to hold you back.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little more wild and less inhibited when you're younger too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're probably going to miss out on some crazy stuff if you don't do it while you're young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Like you see a lot of these, like, guided, like, tourist buses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and they'll have a specific excursion event.
Yeah.
It was something they checked off on a list of what do you want to do on this day at this time, right? Like,
Yeah.
and
The kind of planned tours.
yeah, and shit like that. You'd never go into, like, those, like, Shibuya back alleys, like the
Yeah.
where you gotta, like, shoulder rub past someone, and it's just like just restaurants lined up.
Mm. For somewhere like Japan in particular, there's so many nooks and crannies.
Yeah,
to
the
explore.
nooks. Yeah.
Yeah. It really, being young is really conducive to, I think, just maximizing your enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
Not that those old people aren't having fun, or the young people on those tours,
Yeah.
but maybe that's just you and me, and I'm sure other people could relate too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, it's really hard to say, like, what would separate our experiences from someone else's experiences, right? Like, it's hard to say that this is right and they're wrong, or they're wrong or we're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely don't regret it, and that's crazy.
Yeah. When do you think you'll go back?
I don't know.
No,
you
don't
need
know.
money. You need money to
You
go
don't need
back.
a lot of money though. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be perfectly happy going into it with the same budget again. Just like, I don't know, it was like 2,000, 3,000 after the ticket, I think.
2,000, 3,000.
Yeah.
So like 200,000, 300,000 yen
Yeah.
for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to do the exact same thing.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
I said,
Mhm.
maybe some different stuff along the way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys are into, like, Zen, right? But like Zen Buddhism.
Ah,
right.
yes, the
There's-
art.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that all over the place. And I'm not, like, super into it past, like, just, videos on YouTube, but there's a huge, obviously, that's the Zen place. So if you're interested in that,
Yeah.
I think it's something that's kind of like, how we have, like, kind of like Christian values in our culture, in Western culture. There are a lot of, like, kind of Christian values, even among, like, atheists or like not religious people. And I think it's the same thing there. It's like there is people there are, I feel like, just more Zen about things, despite being, like, not, so religious or spiritual, just because they're in such close, they're, I don't know, it's more intertwined. I think religion
Yeah.
or spirituality, philosophy
It comes through a little more in the culture, right? You can see it.
Like, you'll walk home and there'll be shrines along the way.
Yeah.
And why not get rid of your change and do
Present.
a ding ding, right?
Yeah.
Whereas over here, it's like, Sunday.
It's like a separation.
Sunday.
A lot more of
Yeah.
a separation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's
Very all or nothing.
Thank you. Thank
with
you.
religion.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
So
So
I think that's a good thing.
I think something we can leave on is Solario Sil says, do viral anime stuff on YouTube to finance Japan trips.
That's a great idea.
Well, what we've actually been
That's-
doing is going to Japan to finance our viral anime YouTube
Yeah.
videos. Yeah.
Damn.
feeding our brains with Japanese stuff in order to
Yeah.
somehow push something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, of worth, of value.
That sounds awesome, though.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. I don't think you ended it. I think you clicked something close to the big red one.
On the big red one?
Yeah, it says end stream.
End stream here?
You just gotta click that.
Yeah. Okay.
You see the button
Yeah.
on the left side of the
Right.
keyboard where you
Right.
click the...
Are you sure? Oh, are you sure?
Are we sure?
I was waiting